bound only by frozen memories.
Is it out of date? I probably should look at it. I actually just recently redid the Patreon and our YouTube page. I guess I could do the Twitch page also. What's out of date about it? It says I've only been doing it 5 years. Yeah, I've been doing it longer than 5 years. Hi, JYT. Good evening to you. What's up, Jason? Howdy. Tacos Chemtech, what's going on? Hello on both platforms. Yo, yo, yo. Noni. Hi, Rasker. What's going on? Paul, hello. Chef, what's up? Asian boy, hello. Fun Daddy. Oh, my goodness gracious. Fun Daddy dropping a 5-bomb. Let's go. Detroit Rock City. What's up? Detroit Rock City. See, I say your name. I always say your name. Hey, what's up, Philly Forever? What's crack-a-lackin'? My gosh, we got a full house. Look, there's a Baldrin is here. Minnie Mabel is here. What are you doing? All right, what did I do? Am I in trouble? Are you guys here looking for a reaction? What happened? What did I do? Is this my last show? Look, Chef is here too. Oh no. Oh no. Are you guys here to watch Fallout? What happened? What's happening? Yo, Star 88 man, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Holy smokes. Oh, that was Fun Daddy. Fun Daddy dropping the gifted sub. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Waffly says, come on February. Buddy, you and me both. Waffle, you need to send me a DM. I've been trying to, look, I even tagged you in Discord. You got to send me a DM. You won something. I'm not sure what it is, but I have to go. But I remember seeing your name. Did I bring hot wings for the whole class? I did not. There's actually only like 4 left. They were yummy. They were yummy. Came for the leaks. I got no leaks. Well, that's not true. I do have leaks. MJ got leakier before I did. MJ got leakier than I did today, which I'm proud of that boy. He leaked something. He's always been like, I don't know if I should say this. I'm like, bro, I gotta do it. Just do it. MJ leaked something today. Thank you, Shepard. What's going on, everybody? I am a man over 40. I've got leaks. I'm a man over 80, actually. Red Rum Movie says, what did he leak? Ooh, we're going to have to talk about it tonight. He got leaky. He did. Good evening, everybody. What's up? Going on? Welcome. See, this is where there comes advantages to watching all the content creators, because you got leaks. MJ leaked stuff. I do mean Cam leaked it, but MJ ran with it, and I'm proud of him for it. MJ got a leak in today. Oh, dude, I've worked my guts out today. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys all being here. MJ's got good leaks. Hey, Ultra's here too. Man, now I know I'm in trouble. Hey. I do have, okay, you know what? It probably wouldn't be, never mind. I was going to leak something, but I haven't even told the people that it affects yet, so I should probably not leak that. Right? Here's, okay, you know what? I have said one. Let's see. Tomorrow's Media Week interviews. Yes, I worked my guts out. No, I didn't actually work out, Ruby. Don't be silly. No, I just worked hard today. Come on. Now, listen, let's draw a line in the sand. Okay? Let's draw a line in the sand. We know what's likely and what's not likely here, okay? I'm always in the ish. It's just the depth that varies. I know. Tarpy, good evening to you. What's going on? Matters is on the stage. Hello, lovelies. Hello. Wait. Ruby says I was so hopeful. For what? For me to work out? Sorry to disappoint. I'm still a slob. I appreciate Tip jar reads 60.
Oh, yeah, the numbers are different.
Hold on, that's not right. It's supposed to be 1. I must have typoed that wrong. Hang on. I'll fix it. No, because
you had one job.
I know. I was adding the subs to it because we keep everything nice and even. No, that's weird. On mine it shows 118.80. Hold on, let me do a refresh. It's probably because I didn't. You know what? I bet I.
You need to clear localization.
I need to clear local. Yeah, let me refresh my cache. There, look at that. Got it. See, I did actually do my job. But it was OBS that didn't do its job. But you know what I didn't do as a pro streamer? I did not celebrate the fact that we had a hype train and it is now expired. Thank you guys. God, I suck. Okay. Thank you guys.
Clip that where he says that last sentence so I can,
derp. Yeah, I know. I missed the hype train. I missed my own hype train. That's terrible. Who does that? That's horrible. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, let me turn on your alerts. I don't have alerts on either, it looks like. Let's see. Elements, alerts. There they go. I'm number 1. There, you got a live one. Let's see. Here we go. MCO Hall, thank you for the 19-month resub. Mad Hatter. Let's get the show going. Thank you, Vic. Let's get the show going without 3 hours of fluffer time. Mad Hatter. You know where we are, right?
I played 23 minutes of fluffer time.
Actually, I got off the phone with Griffin just a little bit ago. You guys have 35 more minutes of fluffer time because Griffin can't be here till 9 o'clock. So I figured I would start, hang out. We would get through some of the shenanigans, and then we're actually going to record a pod, and we're going to do it in 90 minutes. Don't
jinx it.
Hard out.
Don't jinx it. Oh my God.
That's it.
Is that the word?
Yep.
That's the words.
We got a hard out. So, 90 minutes,
Jules.
Jeff Games. Well, mainly because I only wanted to be on the air for 2 hours tonight because it's a bonus stream, but it's a makeup also, and I didn't owe a bonus stream. So I'm doing a makeup from yesterday. Man, yes, let me tell you something. This week fried me. I was frizzle fried. And that's just wild, right? I was frizzy. But yeah, makeup stream from yesterday. Baldwin, I didn't stream yesterday. I just couldn't. I was so toasty. Someone has a case of the Mondays. Yeah, except it was yesterday for me. I was so toasted, burnt. I needed to recover. It was a crazy week. So we're doing this tonight. We've got a lab show tomorrow. I'll be off Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to do a teaching pod. Friday off, Saturday B, Sunday funsies. Okay, that's right, Vic. I did have a good night with kids and wings, and I actually got to sleep a little early, so that was kind of nice also. So I was pretty happy about all those things. But anyway, thank you guys for watching the interview earlier today. There were hundreds of people in the live audience for the premiere, Tarpy. It got high as like 240 at one point for the premiere, and as of now, there's been like 2,500 people that have watched the interview. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun putting that together. There were some really good comments on it too. Like normally, I don't read the comments because they break my heart. I normally stay out of my YouTube comments because you guys are mean, but there were some good ones. Mustard stain. No, I do have a stain on my shirt today. I have a stain on my shirt today. Now, Vic said it was very professional, except for the mustard stain on my shirt. Yeah, I know. I know. Thank you, Turnbull. Really good interview. You know, the last time I got to interview an executive of Fleet Command was David Eccleberry, and I remember that was years ago. And I remember that you guys said that I was too soft on him. I was too soft on him. So I had to crank it up a notch. Had to crank it up a notch this time. But, you know, the position of us as a community is also different than it was under David Eckelberry, too. You know, we're a little angrier today. We're a little angrier today than we were a couple years ago. So anyway, I thought it was nice. It's a step down from the Echo interview. Which one was that one? Alpha
When he says he hates the game? Or
the
is
one
that
where,
a different one?
Oh, is that the one where he says he hates the game?
Oh,
That's why
man. I hate this stupid game.
That does remain a classic, doesn't it? Oh, it does remain a classic. Alpha Zypher says, thanks so much for getting the video uploaded. It was chock full of good detail. Watched it all the way through. You know, again, you're right. Normally, number one rule of the internet, never read the comments. I know. But I did read the comments this time, and I was surprised at how not terrible they were, which was actually really, really nice. So that must mean that I asked good questions. I even had somebody from the VIP Discord say, okay, that actually wasn't a bad interview. And I was like, whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Did you just get a compliment from someone in VIP?
VIP? What? Okay. I am also announcing my retirement today. All right, got to go out on top. Got to go out on top. So, no, it was, yeah, I know. Clearly the Twitch fan base wasn't there. No, it was good. It was good. So I was, Ruby's like, well, that's a surprise. I know. It was kind of a surprise, but, and yeah, narrator, that person was quietly removed from VIP afterwards. Possibly. So no, I thought it was fun, and I'm really, really glad I went back through all of my show notes, Tarpy. Of course, you know, you were with us in the city when we recorded that, and you saw the show notes. You saw all the show notes. You even got me. Listen, funny story. All right.
I still have them, actually.
The show notes or the binder?
Yeah.
So
the show notes. You kept the binder, and then my brother took the folder.
So here, funny story. Do you guys remember how I said that I wanted to go and I wanted to have a nice notebook? That I wanted to have a nice notebook there so that I could keep all my notes together without shuffling paper and all this stuff. So
And that you were going to bring it?
I was going to bring one. I was going to bring a notebook. I didn't. I think I shared that on stream that I did not actually bring one.
You did. Well, what did I say to you the night that you said you were going to bring this nice leather notebook from work?
He ain't going to bring it. He's not going to bring it. I'll forget.
Right. $5, I'll get a text message while I'm in California. And guess what?
She got a text message while she was in California. Yes. So the two binders that she got for me was the nice, gorgeous leather one that you saw in that video. And then there was another one with, like, what was it? Like pink My Little Pony something.
No, it was breakfast sandwiches.
Breakfast
the My
sandwich.
Little Pony was something else.
Yeah, there was the real
My
one in
Little
the back
Pony
of
was
one.
my favorite moment of the entire week.
She brought me this crazy animated folder, like a school kid's folder with like bacon and eggs and a orange juice with a smiley face on it. I was like,
it was animated breakfast.
I was like, well.
I was like, okay, you can pick which one you want. You can either have the leather one or the animated breakfast.
Yeah, I took the leather one. Took the leather one. But no, it was great. Spacewalker, thank you for your 21-month resub. Appreciate that. Guru Meditation, 41 months on the resub. Fun Daddy dropping a gifted sub. Turmoil says, hey, everybody, and drops a 24-month tier 2 sub. Thank you. Fun Daddy also dropping the 5 bomb. Angry Lou with the 29-month resub. Chef with the 100 kitty bitties. Thank you. Fun Daddy says, feels like way longer than 14 months with the tier 3 resub. Thank you so very much. Barkman, thank you for your kitty bitties. Appreciate that. You guys are incredible. Thank you so very much for being here. Thad, thank you for the 46 months at tier 1. You guys are crazy. Dark Blood on 17. Thank you. Paul over on YouTube chat. Tacos Chemtech. Thank you guys so very much. Lost in. Good evening to you. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys all being here. Listen, Coming up here in about 20, 25 minutes, we've got Griffin going to be joining us, and we're going to get into the stage show. In the meantime, I just kind of wanted to chit-chat with you. Yo, what's up, Big Bear? How you doing? Thank you so very much. Thank you for being here. Alex, hello, hello, hello. Candy White is here as well. Thank you guys so very much. Wanted to talk a little bit about the Media Week celebration that we got going on tonight. MJ Hat released his video at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Just in case anybody has missed it, I'm going to give you a link right now. All right, I'm going to give you a link right now because I tried to get these pushed in view screen, and I wasn't able to get that done. So, yo, Lost In, thank you for your pity bitty and 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 your pity bitty. 3 more to go. Pity bitty, pity bitty, pity bitty. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. No band hammer. I like it. You have a new button? No, you did not. You've put gift 1 bit on your Stream Deck? That's hilarious. I freaking love that. That's amazing. All right, here real quick in chat. There you go. There is MJ Hat's video. You guys can go check that out. And don't leave right now. Don't leave right now. All right. But Lieutenant Bennett, what are you doing, baby? Welcome back. Lieutenant Bennett says, been gone for 8 months, but I'm back, baby. Yeah! What's going on? Thank you. That's amazing.
Did you hit your head?
No, everything's fine. Spacewalker with the 10 stream streak. Thank you so very much. Jondrel says, did you miss anything, Lieutenant Bennett? Jondrel says no. Honestly, it's not wildly off mark. Not wildly off base. But MJ Hat released his tonight. The link is in our chat if you guys want to grab that and watch it after our show. Also, tomorrow, already confirmed, will be Tiberius. Tibbs has his releasing tomorrow as well. There's one more. There's one more that I've got scheduled for tomorrow, but I'm still waiting on clearance from the marketing team. So I've got 2 scheduled tomorrow, 2 scheduled Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, and 3 on Friday. Loading you up for the weekend. So tomorrow is Tibbs, and I'm still waiting on the second one for me to get approved tomorrow. So anyway, yeah, all week long you're going to get these interviews, and we're going to try to keep everybody up to date with them here on our channels as well. MJ released tonight that Seasons has been delayed by 1 arc. So we now have Seasons pushed, and that's crazy because even in our video, we talked about Seasons being an M95. And since that video was recorded 4 weeks ago, Seasons is behind schedule, Tarpy. So they're moving Seasons to M96. And it sounds like we've got planetary bases now confirmed for M95, which I don't think was public knowledge either. So, yeah, that came out in MJ's video today. The planetary bases are coming in M95, which is just in a couple of weeks. And then we got Seasons coming in M96. That'll be coming in about 6 or 7 weeks. So Sydney says, woohoo, sounds like fun. Seasons are the new flashpoints. Listen, flashpoints had good bones. They just had terrible implementation. So I'm hoping that Seasons can get it together. And the fact that they've already pushed it, maybe they will get it together. I don't know. So that is something. Alex Power, funny enough, I've spent a great deal of time with Cameron Stewart over the last 10 weeks. He's a great guy. And we have amazing conversations. And he does like the word look. That's his crutch. Look, guys. Look. All right, look. And I got to be honest with you. You want to know something? True talk, Alex? I can determine a person's ingenuity based on their speech. You know what I'm saying? When somebody...
That's terrifying.
No, it's absolutely true. When somebody is genuine and not rehearsed, they fall back on vocal crutches. And that's a big thing. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that about somebody, but when something is super rehearsed, then, you don't see vocal crutches. Vocal crutches are a sign of, and no, I'm not a cop, but I learned all about vocal crutches when I was in speech school. All right. I went to school for radio broadcasting and journalism. So you learn all about things like that. Crutches are phrases. Yeah. And I use a lot. Yeah. Here's the deal. You're right, dry wit. I use that one a lot. I do. Like is another one. By the way, I do use by the way some. So yeah, there are. Yes, right, Strider. I hear that one out of you, and you know what? I hear a lot out of Putz. I hear Putz that right. So we're looking at these Battle Pass tokens, right? I hear that a lot. So there are vocal crutches, and a vocal crutch is kind of your go-to, and he has one, which tells me that it wasn't rehearsed. So I felt really good about that. But one thing I can tell you, in all of the time that I have spent with him, one thing that the man is completely genuine. And I'm glad that you guys got to see that, because I believe his ingenuity came through on that interview. I know a lot of people have said, where's Cruzito? A lot of people have said, we want him to speak for himself. We don't want him to speak through the CCs, and I know he's done a lot of that. Now that you've seen him speak for himself, I'm very curious on your guys' first reactions. Cruzito, I'm so glad you're here. Cruzito, raise your hand. Here, I'll turn on Collins. You know what? Wait, I just want you to stick around. I want you to do a call-in during the podcast. Because I thought of you all morning today. And I really genuinely want to know your reaction, your first time meeting him. Because I know that you've been critical that all his communications have gone through CCs. But right now, you got to hear from him. And I'd really like to know your guys' first thoughts, your first reactions, your chance to meet him. Camille says, great interview, but I felt like he didn't come with any hard answers. Kept talking about culture. I got to be honest with you, dude. Culture is a foundation. He did talk a lot about culture. He also talked a lot about tech, in fairness. Culture and tech. Those are two big things. And you're right. We didn't talk a great deal about economy at that particular moment, but that's another pillar he has. But culture and tech are huge foundational items right now. I mean, look at the last 2 weeks. The ideas have been grand. It's tech that has failed us. So I think that it's appropriate for him to be focusing on that. Dustin says, who is the acting GM of Digit Studios? I believe right now there are duo responsibilities. Cam is filling in a little bit. Conor is transitioning. There is another gentleman there who is just like when you have like a head coaching position, there is an interim there. But I know the search is on. I am campaigning for it. Listen, I hope that they do it like the player council, Tarpy. I hope they do it like the player council. I want to be voted for. I want to campaign. I ordered t-shirts. Sorry. My headset was digging into the side of the head because my little ear pad just fell off. That was weird. I want it to be a popularity contest. I've ordered t-shirts. I want to campaign. I want to apply for the GM job. But obviously we're going to have to vote for it on Discord. Okay.
With emojis?
Yeah. I think we should vote on Discord for the job.
Is that? Hello.
Hey, Alex, what are you doing? Hey, Alex. I actually thought about you this week too. I need you to DM me.
Okay.
It's like slightly less than red alert urgent. And I actually forgot about it today. But I need you to DM me. I got to talk to you. Hey, baby, how are you? It's good to see you.
Hi, Alex. Say hi.
No,
say hi to everybody,
different Alex. Alex Power says, wait, who, me? No.
Who's Alex?
We have Ripper.
Tash can.
The Tash can. Heroic Tash can. You know, Ripper, I'm glad I know. And the reason that I'm thinking of it right now is because I just saw your name, and I'm glad I saw it and reminded myself, because I thought of you the other day, but I was busy and did not text you, but I'm actually going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. Yo. Okay. Now it'll be at the top of my text so I can remember to follow up with you tomorrow. Also, very good to see you, buddy. I want to read something.
Yay, bugs.
I want to read something. We still have your voice alerts. This is so good. I love them. I can't get rid of them. Guru says, so you finally want to work for him? Hell no. No.
I think I fool-bought this.
Dude, I'm totally playing. The fact that I'm talking about getting T-shirts made, vote Cal Daddy DJs for GM, shows you how positive. Seriously I'm
full of positive energy.
Not taking it. First of all, I'm also not qualified for it. No, nowhere in any realm of. I don't want it. No way. 0% chance. Plus, Tarpy will tell you, I'm an asshole. I'm not going to inspire culture change. People will just hate me and quit.
Very true.
Right? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a nice person. Ask anybody who works at my dealership. Let me rephrase. I'm a nice person. I'm a terrible manager. All right? I'm a terrible manager.
No comment?
Yeah. Fullman says mass quitting is one method to affect culture change. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. Somebody said you just clean house. You got to have people to backfill. You got to have people to do the job. It's not as easy as just letting everybody go, man. It's not. Even in my own business, I have to manage feelings, and I hate that because it's a real.
Everyone. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, if they fired everyone, it would take even longer to fix things.
Yeah.
Because of how complicated this game is. All of the spaghetti code that we keep complaining about is literally why they can't get new people to onboard very quickly. It literally takes them 6 months to learn it.
Yeah.
So if they fired people as frequently as we want them to get fired, there would be no one there who can do anything.
Look, Dustin says...
Very quickly.
Dustin says, Cameron Stewart has realized that STFC is a good game. Even with the setbacks in tech and culture and changes that have been made, there are more positive changes to come. I'm thrilled with comments like this. I'm so proud of you guys. Okay, genuinely, I'm proud of you. And I hope that you guys now understand what I have been talking about for the last several months, because I'm telling you, this guy's the real deal. He is. Camille says culture starts at the top. Workers can only do what upper management will allow. If upper management is about the business and not the product, customer service suffers. 1,000%. 1,000%. So I'm thrilled that you guys finally got to see this. K92 says, do you remember the days when you could just punch your employees in the head and told them to do better? Those were the days. I'm telling you, bro. I wish. But you're right. Can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. Mr. Chris says, I thought it was an excellent interview. He felt genuine. And while I still don't trust, and that's okay, I have a renewed hope. I thought that was powerful. Groovy, I asked that question so specifically. I'm glad that you caught up on it, because that has been a question that players have asked, even with spending money, right? I swear we should be on the podcast right now. I might just upload the whole thing. I didn't even start recording. God bless it.
Seriously? You're not recording this?
I wasn't. God bless it. Damn it. All right, it's recording now. God!
Okay, now we need to go back and do all of it again.
We got to do it all again. No, we'll start the podcast and we'll talk a little bit about it, but I think it's really good. And I'm gonna do some call-ins a little bit later. Oh, by the way, also cheer 111 for your TTS. Cheer 111 for your TTS. If you guys want to sound off that way, you can totally do that. But Groovy, yes, I asked that question with specific intent. Groovy says, I was so happy to hear him say that STFC has a 5-year commitment from Scopely. I think that was powerful. I'm surprised at how many people haven't focused in on that particular line, but that question I asked very specifically with very specific intent because people talk about that. Why spend money on a game that's going to be shut down in a month or 2 months or 6 months? So, yeah, I think that's a thing. I asked that question very specifically. Every single one of those questions, and Tarpy was so instrumentally helpful in coming up with this. You know, a lot of these questions came from chat. A lot of these questions came from the broader community. We looked at everything before we settled in on our final set of questions. And Tarpy, I feel like every question was pretty intentional. You know, I told you guys this when we recorded it, that I felt really good about our questions. And I hope that everybody felt at least partially represented by some form of question somewhere throughout that 2 hours. So I'm really proud of that work.
Yeah, you clearly put a lot of work into it, y'all. So, chat, did DJ say how many pages of notes that he came to this meeting with that he forgot to bring with him, by the way? So not only did he forget the folder, he also forgot the notes. So here's me.
Hold on.
At my brother's house in the Hollywood Hills, and I get a phone call from DJz panicking at the airport saying, guess what? I did the thing you said I was going to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I had stuff sent to our Airbnb for his folders and made him laugh with the breakfast one. And I also found him a 24-hour print store so that he could print out his 19 pages of
Was it
notes
19? I thought it was 18.
for this interview.
I thought it was 18. It might have been 19. 19. Okay.
There was an extra sheet on the back there.
There you go.
With your scribble all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have them. I really do. And it was just the structuring of the questions. It was like you clearly put thought in, okay, so here's the question.
Weeks of preparation into that. As a matter of fact, somebody asked me today, I thought your interview was supposed to be with Conor. And it was. When this thing was first booked, I mean, that's how long ago it was booked. When this was first booked, which was probably in February or March, it was supposed to be with Conor. I started prepping then. And then, of course, Cam came in and took over. And so I was like, yeah, no, I mean, it's got to be with Cam. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be with Cam.
That energy would have been so different.
It would have been a very different interview. Holy crud. So,
yeah,
I mean, this was in prep for literal weeks. It was in the plans for months. But it was prepped for weeks. I spent probably 3 to 4 weeks on that material. So I'm glad that you guys, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Scaly says you didn't ask his favorite color. Dude, I barely felt confident enough to sneak in the Coors Light question. But I'll tell you, the reason I didn't do more fluff, Scaly, is exactly that. People would have accused me of being fluffy. You know what I'm saying?
You are fluffy.
I don't mean that. I mean, people would have accused it of being a softball interview. And I told you guys from the very beginning, my hope for this, my intention was that with this was 60-minute style. News, sit down with the president style of interview. That's what I wanted. And I think we delivered. That's right. I relied on Minnie Mabel for the fluff. Thank you, darling. Minnie Mabel took the fluff for me. And by the way, Minnie Mabel did a fantastic job. And as I want to congratulate all of the content creators who participated in Media Week, I will say that everybody exhibited their strengths. I thought this was fantastic. Minnie Mabel has the most fun interview. Minnie, I feel like your interview is like you and your team sitting in a pub. Like, that's what I felt. And guys, you want to talk about getting to know the human. All right. I'll tell you this. There may not be a ton of hard-hitting game questions in every single interview. All right. But Cam is on full display. And there are some that are really technical. Oh my gosh, you should have heard Quasel and Pseudo's. Quasel and Pseudo's interview. Listen, if you guys are in the engineering IT background, you don't want to miss that. All right, that one, I didn't even understand a lot of the stuff they were talking about. And guess what? Cam was carrying a conversation with them, which I thought was brilliant. Jules Verne did an amazing job. I'm so excited to share all of these with you guys. I think it's going to be a fantastic week. You are going to see all sides of Cameron Stewart. Duke says, I saw DJs and Griffin. Where can we see the others? So we're staggering the release. The only other one that's out right now is MJ's, and it's at the link at the top of the chat, Duke. They're staggered out. We've got one going out in the morning every day and one going out in the afternoon every day, all week long. And that was the schedule that I chose to have because I think it's important for people to have the opportunity to be able to watch all of them if they want. A. B, I don't want any one video being lost in the noise. I think every single video, I've watched every single one of them so far. I'm missing like 2 or 3 still to come in. Every single one that has come in has offered something unique. Have there been some duplicate questions? Yes, there have been. There's been a few. But every single one of them is unique in its style, its personality, and how they get Cam to respond, and most of the questions, and they just brought their own styles. This is, gosh, let me tell you, Tarpy, this is what a content creator program is all about. This is how good it should have always been. For years, this is what it's about, you know? And the fact that Cam has granted that access and been willing to meet with all of them and sit down. And by the way, these were one-on-ones. I didn't participate. I didn't do nothing. I set up a time. I said, here you go. All right. And I sent the calendar invites, and that was it. That was it. Like, I worked on the schedule. So it was Ultras. Ultras is so good. I'll tell you what, all 3 of Ultra's questions were not questions that anybody else asked. Ultras were so unique because he's in a part of the world that is treated totally different than the rest of us. So his questions focused a lot on the perspective of an APAC player. And I loved that. So I'm thrilled to death. I'm thrilled to death with this whole thing. You know, and this is a shining moment, I guess. I'm a proud papa, Tarpy. I'm a proud papa because this is what I've wanted for years. You know, and we've finally are in the process of putting together a team that wants to be a part of it, A. And B, a marketing team that is willing to work with it and make it happen. And I know that there's a lot of criticism about using the content creators for interviews or announcements and things like that. And I get it. I know that there is a large player population that are not engaged with the content creators. I hope to change that. But at least from my little circle of the room, I'm really, really pleased with how the program is growing and the participation in it and so forth and so on. Detroit says, so the content creators have had a turn speaking with Cam. What about regular people? He has. He's met with several people. Look at when he was in Comic-Con. He met dozens of players in San Diego. He's spoken to several players that I know personally who have reached out and be like, oh, my God, guess who I just got a phone call from? I just got a phone call from freaking Cameron Stewart. Like, that's happening. So, you know, listen, there's 250,000 people. 250,000 players. He's not going to talk to every single one of you. Okay? He's not going to be able to talk to every single one of you. But he is talking to a large number of people. And I think that that's important. Subject says, why are they not releasing avatars and frames? Bro, I guarantee that's 100% oversight. Guarantee that's oversight. And I did actually have somebody recommend that I add that to my low-hanging fruit conversation. That, let me be honest with you, as much as that sounds like low-hanging fruit, I'm going to tell you why it's not. I mean, it is, but that's going to take a tremendous amount of just digging and research to go in and find out which ones haven't been sourced. and which ones were sourced as part of leaderboards, because there are some here. Let's take a look. There are some that probably don't deserve sourcing. They were, you know, what? Trophies, so to speak, right? Trophies, but not all of them, right? Like, for example, let's look over here at player titles, okay? Titles, look at all these titles. This one right here was never released. It should have been. So, like, this title right here, absolutely, the retrieving title, that should be available. All right? Absolutely. But there are certain leaderboard ones that probably aren't going to become available, you know? So I'll tell you why that is not low-hanging fruit is because of the absolute amount of research that's going to have to go into researching these. Because what you don't want, admittedly, what you do not want is to give somebody the Vengeance Server First avatar. That is a title. That's a trophy, you know? So that, the Vengeance Server First, that can't go out. But there are a lot of these. Look, there's hundreds that I don't have. And some of these need to be sourced. Absolutely. And a lot of them never have. So you're right, Alex. Server First is one thing. And I'm not saying that, but there are plenty of them like that. All right. Legendary Looter is another one. Excretus was a unique SLB winner reward. So there are some in here that you've got to be really careful about giving out because they are special. They're trophies, you know? So that's not as low-hanging fruit as it would seem because you want to treat that carefully. You know, you want to treat that carefully. Dustin says, how many Fleet Command retired players will come back and bring many more new players? Oh, gosh. I mean, I don't know. We're too early for that, Dustin. We got to fix the game first. Because I'll tell you what, right now, the game is still as broken as it was when a lot of those players quit. We really haven't gotten a lot of improvement yet. Now, when those players return, when the game improves, I think you would see a lot of change in player population. But we haven't gotten there yet. Haven't gotten there yet. And I don't think it's an if, Jeff. I don't think it's an if. We got, in that interview, we got a 5-year financial commitment from Scopely. They have to, I mean, they got to fix it. They got to fix it. So, you know, do I think it will ever be perfect? Nah, probably not. But it's got to be better than it is now. We're at a low. We're at a 7-year low, 8-year low. There's no doubt about that. So.
Real quick on the avatars.
Yeah.
For things like that, where it says earned through special events, what I would love for them to do starting now is earned in September 2026 or earned an M94.
Yeah.
Like, to start doing that, because it's, again, version control where you can see different devs clearly, like some of them mentioned earned in special events for Comic-Con.
Earned from season pass, you know? Yeah.
And so, like, just give me some dates. And they're TC season 2. Okay, fine. But, like, give us some dates with some of the other ones.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I totally agree with you. But that's why, like, I come back and I say this is not quite low-hanging fruit. This is going to be a lot of historical work on this one. And so that's probably not on the short-term radar, to be honest with you.
I think finding which month or which M these came out in is not the hard thing to do because they have folders of that stuff, but finding, again, the proprietary ones or the special ones for individual things, I think will be the problem. And they've been asked this. Like, I have asked several different people face to face this exact question. And I will absolutely back DJs up and say that their answer is it's way more complicated than it seems.
Yeah. Well, record keeping and everything, you know?
But it's not even the record keeping. They are very protective of, there are some of these that you got through SLBs, and they do not want to give those to other people. Because the people who played in these SLBs 6 years ago, before most of the game population even had a server at this point, apparently get to keep their avatar to themselves.
And I don't necessarily disagree with that, to be honest with you. If it's a trophy, nobody else gets that trophy. You know, they can get next year's version of the trophy, but that trophy, that's mine. That sits at my house. It's on the base. You know, it's on the shelf. It's in my Lego cabinet. That's my trophy. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I know. Game Junior says, to be fair, scoring sources change over time. Just because you won an SLB doesn't mean others don't get it. I do agree with a lot of these, but there are some that are probably more significant than others. You know what I'm saying? Peace or Assimilation says, don't waste your time on this, DJ. To be honest with you, these are details. These are details that separate an amazing game from an okay game. Attention to detail. Listen, guys. Fleet Command has good bones. It's the attention to detail that's pissed us all off. Its attention to detail is the reason we're where we are right now. That 100%. It's attention to detail. You know? So, and I'm not going to say all of it. Tech is a big part of it. But what happened with this Battle Pass? What happened with this M94 Battle Pass? By the way, thank you for the name change. Who did that? Fisty, thank you for redeeming VIP as well. Balabom, thank you for the name change. Polar Bear redeemed VIP. Thank you. Anybody else? No, that's good. Thank you guys also very much. I appreciate that. So, Peace or Assimilation says attention to detail doesn't apply to past rewards. I don't necessarily disagree. I'm saying this is one area of detail that has gone massively overlooked. All right, and like for example, let me give you this one, Peace or Assimilation. Let me give you this example right here. This right here was absolutely a hilarious high point of this arc. When this title came out and said retrieving, we all collectively, 100% across the galaxy, got a good laugh about this. And isn't it so scopely that they never sourced it? No sourcing. No leaderboard.
You mean it's retrieving?
No pack. No SMS. No battle pass. Nothing. It was never sourced at all. That is attention to detail that I'm talking about. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. So, anywho. Game Junior says, I haven't watched the full interview yet, but have we gotten any concrete timeline on being able to max original Forbidden Tech? No concrete. But that was my low-hanging fruit from last week. It wasn't quite as low-hanging as well, I'm not going to say that. It is pretty low-hanging, but it's also been a busy week. It was a pretty busy week. So, however, that is not a conversation that I have let go stale. I actually did even message about it today. All right, I messaged about it today. So, I don't have a concrete timeline, but I also know we're not forgetting about it. All right? I have a list. And it's been community curated, Detroit. You say CCs get to set up interviews. Why not let players ask questions directly? Guess what? That happened, bruh. Just because you didn't know. Just because you didn't know that those were community questions, but they were. Every single question this week, I can promise you, all those questions in MJ's interview tonight, Those he got from his community. All right? About the only one that probably didn't was Mini Mabel's. And when you see it, you're going to totally understand. Listen, that might be my favorite one. Minnie, that might be my favorite one. It was so freaking much fun. It was so much fun. And I think you did a great job demonstrating the person that we've got in charge. He loves fun. And guys, I'm telling you, for somebody who's in charge of a video game, that's actually probably a good thing. All right? He loves fun. He's a goofy guy. And I think that's great. So Minnie Mabel did a fantastic job. Listen, she won't admit this because she's too humble, but there was a beautiful, beautiful intentional science to Minnie Mabel's interview. Not one single question is going to feel serious. But that interview was so professionally that interview was so scientifically intentional. You did a great freaking job on that. You did a great job on that because you demonstrated who our leader is. And you probably did it better than any of us. So, Minnie's is going to be fantastic. Look, Balabom. Look here. All right. Now, Minnie Mabel says, stop it. No, I know what you did. I know what you did. And it was brilliant.
That's terrifying.
It was brilliant. She showed you,
you know
who
what she did.
She showed you who he was. Who is our fearless leader? Is he here to have fun? Does he know what fun is? Okay? I think that's really important. Minnie Mabel writes guilty. Yeah. You did a great job. You did a fantastic job. So I'm so proud of all of you. Yeah, I know what you did this past summer. That's right, C Engineering. Minnie, just accept the DJ gave you a high recommendation from the number 2,842nd ranked streamer. Take it and run.
Oh, also be aware that when he's being nice to you, it means he wants you to do something for him.
No! No! I just think it was a good job.
What?
It was just a good job.
Oh. Okay.
That's actually really
so where's
funny.
Griffin?
I don't know. Is it late? Oh, he's late. He's late. Omicron says Cam seems pretty nerdy. That actually gives me hope. I'm telling you, man. He's a nice guy. So I'm glad that some of you guys. Oh, yeah. He absolutely has Shadow Wolves. We've talked about it. The repair bug. He hates that one. He hates that one. I can promise you he's been all over the tech team on the repair bug.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to do anything with the video that you took?
Yes, I need to.
Okay.
I haven't been able to put it together. We shot a video with Strider and Cam in San Diego, and I just haven't had a chance to put it together. Either way, I wasn't going to release it before the interview because, again, I think that's part of getting to know Cam. But I've got to focus on that. I've started on it and just haven't finished it. So. Yeah, Minnie Mabel said it was funny actually watching him play the game because he complained about the same stuff we all complain about. You know? Fisty, so funny you should ask. Fisty said, here's one. With him being G3 on his Fleet Command account, did he say anything about shortages on officer badges? Here's the problem. I don't know how much I leak here. There's going to be...
no, you don't.
Oh, okay. Tarpy says no, so I got to do it anyway, right?
That's Thursday.
Oh, okay.
You get leaky closer to the end of the week, so that way on Friday...
Well, there is a topic on badges that we'll talk more about on Thursday. Philly says
I have a section of the show notes for leaks. So
yes, K9 Tooth, I can answer that for you. Unfortunately, K92 says, hey, can you get back to teaching for a second? See, we're just here answering questions, hanging out, having fun. Maybe this ends up being a great show as it is itself. K92 says, hey, can you tell us what these Trilane's tokens are for? Yep, I sure can. You're not going to like the answer. You're not going to like the answer. Trilane's tokens were supposed to be hidden. They were supposed to be hidden. It's the trigger for your meta SMS. They're accounting tokens. Oops. Oopsies. Yes, I was able to confirm that. This was supposed to be a hidden token. You know, Polar Bear, listen, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not going to call that a foul up.
Yay, bugs.
It's the smallest, least impactful anything. It's just visible instead of hidden. But it impacts nothing. So I'm not going to call it like a foul up. Was it maybe a mistake? Sure. But it's the least impactful mistake that they could have possibly made. So not a big deal. I'm not stressed about it. But it is merely an accounting token. Strider says, is our cluttered inventory also cluttered with non-hidden visible tokens? Yes. Yes.
Non-hidden, invisible. Non-hidden, invisible.
Yes. Whatever your intent to that question was, Strider, the answer is yes.
You added words there. So
if you're asking if your inventory is full of visible tokens that were only for accounting purposes, the answer is yes. If you're asking if there are other invisible tokens that are there for accounting purposes, the answer is also yes. All right? Yes. There are
your inventory.
Yeah, your inventory is even bigger than your inventory is even bigger than you think it is. All right.
Where are you putting all this stuff, Strider? Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, so DJs, your screen.
Yes.
Your Megamind screen.
Why did somebody redeem that again?
No. So we had a meeting this morning, and DJs was sharing his screen, and I was recording on Zoom, and I was in my office.
Oh God.
With students.
Really?
And what happens is this pops up every few seconds, and no one can hear what's going on, but I do have it recording all of the audio, but this pops up every few seconds.
Yeah. Well, I was playtesting. Playtesting today.
Clearly.
And they were and the whole Scopely design team and all of the content creators were watching my game screen. So
yes.
This is what they saw today. And Lube was in there. He was like, good God. What? Yes, that's right. Minnie Maple says all I heard was Lube's shout out. What the hell is that?
I just heard him say, so I had one earbud in while I was teaching today. So I was literally teaching and doing this playtest in the background. And I had one earbud in, and all I heard was Lube say garbage. And in the middle of just like where I took a breath while I was teaching, I just burst out laughing because I just heard Lube say garbage.
Yeah, that was that.
Dang it.
I blame NetNiv for that one. Thank you, NetNiv. I love you long time. That is absolutely amazing. I love it. It's my favorite thing ever. Very quickly, thank you, Stream Elements, for sending me a quick reminder. Guys, we did do a giveaway today. We have done so many giveaways this month. You guys don't even know. Did a giveaway today from our Patreon, ! Patreon. If you take a look at it up in the Twitch chat right now, and we'll get the link shared over to our YouTube chat, just to kind of revitalize that a little bit, because it is a bingo. We have to get 100 official supporters and 50 Studio B supporters over on the Patreon. And to help tease you guys and entice you just a little bit, I posted some numbers today. Today, we drew 5 battle passes. We drew 5 battle passes from our official count. There were 59 out of 100 that we need for the bingo. Those 59 players were put into a pool, and we drew 5 battle passes. What are the odds? What's 5 out of 100? No, 5 out of 59. That's what, like 12%?
10%. Yeah. It's close enough.
8%.
8%.
8% odds of winning. And we drew winners today: Hank, Kobayashi, Blue Plague, Gray Sabers, and Radio Dad. Congratulations. And then we drew a $100 pack out of the Studio B supporters, which was 1 out of 12. 1 out of 12. And as it turns out, Strider won that one. Congratulations, Strider. $100 pack.
Good job, Strider.
$100 pack. And then, all right. So Strider won a $100 pack today. And we're going to do that every single month. 5 battle passes and a $100 pack straight out of our Patreon. So if you guys would like some great odds and to help us on our journey towards getting to the Go Wheel or to the bingos, all right, then please go on over and consider joining. The official supporter starts at $5. The Studio B supporter starts at 15. The great Studio B supporter one is at 20 though. That's where you get all the mixless, all the micless audio and the downloads and all that stuff. So that's great over there. So appreciate that. Papa Smurf says, I paid $10 a month on Patreon, so you'll read my name at the end of pods, but I don't do that anymore. You're right. What I did do though is I've switched it up to show here on our screen. So Fun Daddy, hold on, Papa Smurf, you should be here now. Hold on, let's see if we can find it. Papa Smurf. Where are you, Papa Smurf? Did you change your name? Oh, there you are, Papa Smurf. I see you. You're right next to the Talking Trek logo. My mouse isn't working on this screen. So it's right there. Papa Smurf is there. So yeah, I put it on the screen. And because I know I've gotten really bad about reading that stuff. Game Junior says nobody reads that stuff. You know, every streamer puts up credits. Game Junior says nobody reads it. I need to read it. All right. I'll try to get back to reading it. I'll try to. You know, one of the biggest things was that I would forget about it. But now that I put it on my screen, maybe it'll be easier for me to remember. Yo, thank you, Super CBR, Joel, Strife. I can't even see it. It's too small. Spock, Django, Iron Fister, Zek, Andalisha, Shannara, Griffin, McClown, Yukai Nico, Pixelate, J-Babes, Dr. Link. Noctis. The text is too small. The text is too small. I'm gonna have to.
You're old.
I'm gonna have to fix it up. UK Wait, thank you for your 24-month resub. Wildstar, thank you for the 22-month resub. Berlin says create an audio file of you reading them. Oh my God, that's brilliant. Why have I never thought about that? Lost In has a button for one pitty bitty. I could make a button that just says I'm gonna read all the names. That's brilliant. Oh, that's so smart. Damn. I like that idea. Chewy, thank you for redeeming VIP. Griffin's not here yet. Are we going to just have to start the show? We've been on for an hour and a half. Have Maya do it?
Is it?
Maybe.
Have me do it because I'm basically Maya.
So anyway, yeah, the Patreon thing there. Philly says, I just joined last week. I might not have put that up there just yet. I need to get through and update it like every day. But nonetheless, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get back to that and reward our Patreons with some exclusive prize packs. Our patrons with some exclusive prize packs over there. So go over, enjoy the great odds, and hop in and join the Patreon for as little as $5 a month. We appreciate it. Matt Hatter says still in fluffer time. I was waiting on Griffin. However, we've talked a lot.
Whoa.
Wow.
We've talked a lot about the game, though, Matt Hatter. It's just actually been a really relaxed, nice back and forth. Like, I saw Canine Tooth ask a question a minute ago. Let me go back and read it. Canine, can you copy and paste it? I've lost it. I saw it come. Here it is. While you are full of good answers, any updates on what options are going to be available for the ship tokens where players have all of the ships built and maxed? I know you said they were exploring options. Yes, they were exploring options. To my knowledge, they still are. Again, it was a very busy week, and I haven't followed up on that. So that's going to go in my notes right now. Follow-ups for the team. For deeply engaged players. that have no use for the ship choice tokens have we considered a swap, conversion, or an alternative reward that they can use in place? Okay, boom, there. Got it. Set. Deeply engaged, LASIK. That's deeply engaged. Okay, that's a good enough. That's good enough. Still a freak. Thank you for the 29-month resub. Lightning Hawk, thank you for your 5 kitty bitties. Appreciate that. Sethan says, does Cameron know anything about releasing the video that was shot in Canaveral? In Canaveral. Oh! The documentary.
Oh. The first time I met JJ.
I forgot about the documentary.
Wait. Is the documentary the one where they interviewed all of us individually in the brewery? Was that part of the documentary?
No.
As well as
that
the one
was,
at Griffin's house?
No, that was internal. That one was internal. The one with the players, because the players didn't sign public waivers. So they did a bunch of the players, but that was internal. But no, they did a documentary on Griffin and I forgot about that. Also, following up on the documentary about Griffin and I had forgotten about that. Love to see that. Okay, also sent. Minnie Mabel say, wait, is that what they recorded in Dublin? I have no idea what they recorded in Dublin. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, JJ was there.
Was he really? Dude, JJ's the man.
Yeah.
JJ's the man.
Griffin said JJ was there.
I forgot about that. JJ's all over the place.
Did we tell them about JJ in the front of the theater when we watched the S&W premiere?
JJ, you know what? Okay.
I have a photo of that.
JJ, so for those of you who don't know who JJ is, he's their he's their principal photographer and videographer. He does all of their events. I've known him for years. He's been with them. He's a contractor. He doesn't work for Scopely. He does projects for them. And he's phenomenal. He has been with them for a number of years. Ever since my first time I ever went to Los Angeles, he was doing video for them then. And so I've gotten to know him a great deal over the past several years. And I've actually learned a lot of things from him, including one of the best ways to gain access to something is to pretend you're supposed to be there. Like, just walk in with confidence, pretend you're supposed to be there. So here we are at a red carpet event. My gosh, guys, we're on a treasure train. You were going to let me miss another hype train. Treasure train right now, 45 seconds. I'll come back to this question in a minute. I'll come back to it in just a second. 30 seconds left on a treasure train. We need 2 subs to refresh the clock, and then we can push it. Thank you, Tony Pie. Thank you, Fisty, 795 bits. You guys saving it. There we go. Tarpy, dropping the 5-bomb. Tony Pie, dropping the 5-bomb. Guys, 5 packs of gifted subs at 35% off right now. Hit it up. Thank you. Look, Red Rum Ruby needs a sub. Voice changer didn't get redeemed? Oh, I see it.
You son of a bitch.
Excuse you. No swearing on your podcast, sir.
I beeped it. Thank you, Bebop.
No, you didn't.
Beep boop, beep boop, bop, 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 bop. Beep, 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 beep. J-Page, thank you for dropping a 5-bomb. Tony Pie with the 5-bomb. Shadow Wolves with the pity bitty. Thank you so very much. Appreciate that.
You're the best. Give me a hug.
Oh! Minnie Mabel dropping the 5-bomb. Holy smokes, thank you. Woo! TC! What is happening? TC dropping the 5-bomb. Oh my god, are we gonna get to 250 subs? If we get to 250 subs, you guys get a bonus bingo. Bonus bingo square. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Thank you. Fisty dropping the 5-bomb. TC with the 5-bomb. Philly Forever dropping the 5-bomb. Oh my god. Hey! Guys! Yo! What is happening? Hey, look! Ruby just got a sub! Ruby, congratulations!
Congratulations on with your sub. Yay! You were me. What's happening? Let's go!
Chicken dinner!
Oh my gosh, here, let me go through. Here we go. Philly Forever dropping the 5-bomb. Louis P dropping the 10-bomb. Jongo with the absolute beastie 20-bomb. Oh my God. And just like that, we're into a level 7 hype train. Corellius dropping 5. LASIK dropping 5. Lizard. Bafty. LASIK dropping 5. Thank you. Sun Freelancer dropping 5. Grouchy Outlaw dropping 5. Striker dropping 5. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Let's go.
I am so positive.
I am positive.
Full of positive energy.
I have your positive energy right here. Guys, if we get to level 10, you know what happens. Tarpy, tell them what happens at level 10. What happens at level 10?
You give stuff away.
We give stuff away.
Wait, what? Don't you give away something at level 5 now?
No, that was a one night. That was a one night thing. It was a one night.
On the radar, I'm a wild card and I blow far. This style like a superstar. You're witnessing a new image thing.
Okay.
You're witnessing
Wrath of Kirok dropping a 10-bomb. Let's go. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Wilson says $1,000 giveaway. No, not at that. We give away a $100 pack starting at level 10 of the hype train. Level 10, we start working on that. Yeah, holy smokes, guys. You've done over 100 subs.
You're witnessing a new fashion king.
Oh my God, IJ! IJ with the 25 bomb. Thank you so very much. Holy smokes. Wrath of Kirok with the 10 bomb. Oh my gosh. Guys, we're 104 subs away from a free bingo square. Or a bonus bingo square. K92 with a 25 bomb. We're going to do it. My God, we're going to do it. Let's go. Let's play hard. K92's dropping the 25 bomb. IJ with the 25 bomb. You guys are legends. Thank you so much. Holy smokes. We're in a level 8 hype train. Yo, Vic, thank you. TC, thank you for the 25 stream streak. What's going on? Thad dropping the 5 bomb. Thank you. Let's go. Oh my gosh, guys, we're giving away money tonight. Let's do it. We're gonna give away packs tonight. Let's roll. If we get to a level 10 hype train, we give away a $100 pack. Yo, Fisty, I know. Can you believe the hype? That's crazy. Shadow Wolves, thank you for the bits. Appreciate that so very much. Oh, Louis P says, come on, we need some packs. Let's go. Hey, Coder Foxtrot, good evening to you. Yeah, somebody asked the question before things got crazy in chat. Are we giving away packs with the cruise giveaway? Yes, Tarpy. I'm pretty sure we're giving away $1,000 with that, right? I think we're still giving away $1,000 with that.
DJ.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Lots of things.
Everybody, baby, why? I thought you were the one and only, baby, you were mine. Cool demons always come in different shapes.
Spock, you get me to sing to you right now, Spock. I don't know what the lyrics are.
You insult this world,
but you dropped a 50 bomb.
Girl, you did me wrong, my tears
oh,
on the
you
floor.
did me right.
Your love got me here all sore.
I love all the Spocks.
Ever since the day that you don't love me anymore.
Crew my enterprise any day of the week. That's right, Polar Bear. Even if you can't go on the cruise, by entering the contest, you still have a chance to win packs. Isn't that crazy? We're going to give away $1,000 in the cruise contest. So even if you can't go on the cruise, you still get to win something. And every single one of you right now dropping gifted subs are winning extra ticket entries into that giveaway. Spock with the 50 bomb. just earned 100 tickets into the Talking Trek Cruise sweepstakes. Oh my God. Spock, let's go on a cruise together, baby. We could go out at night. We could go out at night. Listen, last year, there was a bunch of us that took over a hot tub every single night. We'd go out, we'd take over the hot tub. It was like the Talking Trek hot tub, and we'd watch the Star Trek movie. That's what we would do every single night last year. Tarpy will tell you, we took over that hot tub. That was our hot tub. And we watched Star Trek movies. It was a good time. One night, I'm pretty sure I accidentally massaged Putz's feet. I thought it was somebody else. But it was Putz. That's right, it was Mrs. Putz's hot tub. That's right. It was so much fun. Guys, oh my God, thank you so much.
If I don't open it, then later I can claim ignorance, right?
All right.
DJ.
What?
What is wrong with you?
Lots of things. Guys, Polar Bear, thank you for dropping a gifted sub. Wheels dropping 16. Thank you so very much. Did that? That got us. Hey, Griffin, I saw you just pop up, but I can't accept it. It's going to end the treasure trade. It says that if I accept it, it's going to end the treasure trade. So just wait a second. I'll invite you when the treasure train is over. I don't know why that is. I guess because it's going to set us up in like merge chat or something. I have no idea, but you'll just have to wait a minute. I'll bring you in. Guys, we got 3 minutes left on a level 10, which means we are giving away a $100 pack. We're 49 subs away or 24,000 bits away from another $100 pack. In the meantime, let's pull up our bingo card. You guys just got a free bingo. A free bingo square. Shepard, thank you for the 100 kitty bitties. Oh my gosh. You guys are making me sweat. Hey, cheer 111 for your kitty bitties or for your TTS. Do we have one over here? Why won't it play? Because there's nothing there. There's nothing in there. Hey, Rance, what's up? Wilson, thank you for dropping a gifted sub. Shepard, thank you for your 111 kitty bitties. What's going on? Thank you so very much. Why are my hotkeys not working? My hotkeys are not working. My hotkeys aren't working on Stream TTS. Hang on, let me restart it. Yodi, thank you for a 5-bomb. Thank you, Mac and Beige. Thank you for dropping a gifted sub. Guys, we got 90 seconds on the clock. We're halfway through. We are 40 subs or 20,000 bits away from giving away another $100 pack tonight. We're going to do one, and we're going to do it right before we start the show. That's hilarious. Okay. Okay, Stream TTS is up. Cheer 111 for your TTS. Griffin dropping a 20 bomb. Let's go. Griffin is here. Guys, thank you. 45 seconds on the clock. 20 subs, 10,000 bits. And it'll be good for another $100 pack. Let's go. Griffin with another 20 bomb. Thank you, Zoidberg. Appreciate it. That was crazy. Thank you, Griffin, now with 40. Game Junior with 5. Thank you. And that is it. That's the level 10. That's level 10. We're giving away $200 tonight. Oh, and it's a sticker party. And you guys got a sticker party. Stickers are free. Let's go. Feeling all the Thank you for your gigantified emote. Guys, we got 4 minutes on the clock. Level 11 hype train. 85 subs finishes this one, and we give away another $100 pack. Oh, my God. Oh. Whew. So many stickers. Thank you guys so very much. That is unbelievable. You guys are incredible. Thank you so very, very much. We got 3 minutes left on a level 11 hype train. Q-Dog just dropped another 5-bomb. Guru with 100. Game Junior with 5. Shepard with more kitty bitties. Thank you guys so very much. Yo, what's up, Studios? What you doing? Welcome in. I bet that was a surprise for you. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys all being here. Stream 111 for your TTS. Thank you for the sticker party. You guys are incredible. Thank you so very much. TC, thank you for your 11-month resub. You legend. There's still a little sticker on your chin there. Little sticker on your chin. What's up? What's up? Asian boy, thank you for your 100 kitty bitties. Appreciate that. Cheer 111. All you got to do is type cheer 111 and then your message. If you want to go TTS,
Hey,
cheer 111 and then your message. Yes.
Need that level 15 hype train?
Yes, level 15 is still on the bingo card, but we could mark that one off right now. I don't know though.
I mean,
if you guys get to level 15, you could get that one, and then we could mark off a different one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 50 pieces of merch have been a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, we've only sold like 3. Even the cheap ones though, even the stickers count. So I mean that could count. Somebody could just go in there and buy 50 stickers, and that would be done. Doesn't have to be 50 orders, just 50 pieces. Just go buy something.
Can we count the 50 stickers I just have?
Yo, Cavallino, thank you for your 5-month resub with Prime. I appreciate that very much. Good evening. Welcome in. Guys, we got 75 seconds on the clock. We're 77 subs, 38,300 bits away from getting another $100 pack. I've got marbles pulled up for us to give our giveaways away. And you guys get to vote on a bingo square that we're going to knock out here tonight, too. So, yeah, what is that, Tarpy? $200 that we're giving away right here. Packs on the show that we're going to give away right here in literal minutes. Alejandro, what's going on over in YouTube? How are you? Dustin. Hey, Canine Tooth, Dustin says we should give you Latinum. Do you want Latinum for your ship tokens? We should give you Latinum. I don't think they need Latinum either. What would you want? Sigma speed-ups? Nah. Maybe? You probably don't need Sigma speed-ups either. Sigma Trite. That's a good call right there. They need Sigma Trite. I don't think they're going to give you materials because there's already a material refinery. But Trite, that actually is probably possible. I feel like Trite is reasonable. Maybe I could swing for the fences on that. 10 seconds left. Tier 11 hype train, 77 subs, 38,000 bits. Are we going to do it? Unbelievable. Thank you guys. That is wild. Thank you guys so much for the level 11 hype train. Holy smokes. Woo. Thank you guys so very much. That is absolutely wild. Cheer 111 for your TTS. What do we got over here?
Lightning Hawk cheered 111 kitty bitties and says Tarpy is an amazing lady. Thank you for all that you do for us.
Aw, how sweet.
Aw.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lightning Hawk.
Aw.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate
Griffin,
that.
you're
feeding me back. Thank you, Lightning Hawk. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Griffin is here. What's up, buddy? We're going to get him fixed up here in a second. Thad, thank you. Choo-choo, everybody. Thank you guys for an absolutely legendary hype train. Appreciate that so much. You guys are incredible. Okay, so you guys get a bonus bingo square. we're going to do that. Let's do you want to give away, let's do the bingo square first, and then we will let's do the bingo square first, and then we will give away $200. Hey, look who it is. What's up, baby boy?
I don't know how much Tarpy paid Lightning Hawk for that endorsement, but I should double it. The nicer I am to Tarpy, the less likely I am to have to stick my arms up to weird animals' orifices.
Orifices. Okay.
How you doing, everybody? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, everybody. So here we go. We're gonna throw up a poll. Bingo square. All right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 on here. Tarpy, which one do you not want to be an option? And I'll just go with that. Which one do you guys think is the easiest square? And I'll leave that one off the poll. Okay, Balabom says leave bits off. All right. 50.
No, this is an RMS dumpling, Tarpitude. And if I have any parents out there, you know, I mean, how many thousands of dollars have you invested in these stupid liquid-filled pieces of crap? It's a ripoff. You know, these dumplings are severely cutting into my gaming budget, and I've got a real problem with that.
All right.
But let's get $200 away. That sounds great.
We're going to give away $200 just as soon as we decide what the community has decided for their free bingo square here tonight. All right. No toy mice, just a straight up vote. Okay. The poll is up. You got 5 minutes on it. And as Balabom suggested, we don't have the bits on here, so you guys get to vote right now on which one is going to be automatically filled in. Is it going to be the 50 pieces of merch? Is it going to be the Tier 15 hype train? The merch seems to be leading right now. Tier 15 hype train. That's big. Yeah. That's a big one.
Do the merch.
Do the merch? Okay. Yeah. Griffin says go swing towards the merch. All right, and that'll be
level
good for
15. That's an epic event right there.
That's a big one too. It really is. That's a big one. All right, a couple of minutes for you guys to do, and then we're going to give away a couple $100 in STFC packs, which I love that. Pleased to provide to you guys. Thank you guys so very much. I can't believe you guys. That's crazy.
You know, see, engineering, we all drink coffee. Don't you need a new coffee mug? There's a million to choose from. You all hopefully put on a t-shirt every day when you leave the house. Don't you need a new t-shirt? I mean, you know, there are many options there. Talking Trek hot pants are not selling. There are more options than just the hot pants, okay? We don't all need to buy the hot pants. Besides, none of you can make them look as good as Griffin. I'll tell you that right now. So the people at Five Below know me by name. I go in the store every morning searching for these things. At this point, I probably independently am keeping at least half a dozen eBay and Poshmark sites alive. Support local business. They're all having record numbers this year because of frickin' Junior over there who can't get enough of these stupid dumplings.
Well, that's great. I mean, the dumplings are nice. Hey, I see. Thank you for saying thank you. I appreciate that very much. Dragon Hostrider says, K92, thank you for the sub, but I don't follow DJ. Well, but you're here now, and you get to do it commercial free for a whole month. So maybe you could.
Congratulations.
But you know what? Nonetheless, thank you for saying thank you. I do genuinely appreciate that. K92, thank you so much for the epic gift bomb in there just a little bit ago. Thank you so much. All of you guys. Unbelievable. Let me go down this list again. I'm going to say, because every single one of these people, I'm going to read it in terms of cruise entries. Okay? I'm going to read it in terms of cruise entries. Q-Dog got 10 cruise entries. Game Junior got 10 cruise entries. Griffin got 0 cruise entries, but he did donate 40 subs. Thank you, buddy. I love you.
Rude.
Mac and Beige got 2 free cruise tickets. Master Yodi got 10. Wilson got 2. Polar Bear got 2. Wheels got 32. IJ got 50. Spock got 100. Thad got 10. K9 Tooth got 50. IJ with another 50. IJ ended up with 100. Oh my God, IJ, thank you. I didn't even see the second one come in.
Amazing.
Rock with 20. Striker with 10 cruise entries. Grouchy Outlaw and Sun Freelancer each with 10 cruise entries. Lasik and Corellius each with 10 cruise entries. Jongo with 40 cruise entries. Louis P with 20 cruise entries. Tony Pie with 10 cruise entries. Fun Daddy with another 10 cruise entries. Thank you guys so much.
He's not allowed to join.
Oh, sure.
Imagine Fun Daddy on the cruise. I gotta be stuck with Fun Daddy for a week.
That'd be amazing. That would be so much fun.
You know, we met so many of you for the first time on the cruise last year. That was so amazing, and I just can't wait for it again this year.
That's a big one right there. That's impressively large.
Goblin Games, thank you for coming in and saying thank you so much. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. You're
telling me that Oliver has not found the glory of the RMS dumpling?
Not interested. But do you remember the duck that I bought him when I was there? That big floppy duck. He loves that duck.
Yeah,
he loves the duck.
Oh man, you're lucky, dude. You don't know how lucky you are. I mean, once your community is infected with it, it takes one kid. And once the one kid brings one of these to school, the whole community is out literally millions of dollars looking for these things.
Floppy duck. It was a floppy duck. Louis P.
He has like 20 of them at least. And it's an itch that can never be scratched.
Yeah, there's a lot of them there. Well, that is awesome. The vote. C Engineering, thank you for throwing duckies at the stream. Appreciate that very much. A lot of floppy ducks right there. All right, guys. The poll is up. It looks like it's going to be 50 pieces of merch is going to be your free bingo square. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate that. So let's go ahead and take care of that. What? Are you seeing what I see? Now that Griffin is here, I would like a 50x boost to the Edgewalk in Toronto. Love you long time.
Who said that? Who said that?
Anonymous.
Oh, goodness.
I demand to know who this anonymous is. That's some bull crap.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, the wheel doesn't like Toronto. I hope that it ends up winning.
Fine. You know what?
Just for your sake. But the wheel doesn't like Toronto. The wheel doesn't like Toronto. Oh.
Let me fall off the edge of the CN Tower and die. Who's going to fix your next artifact that they try to frickin' break in the game?
Yeah, $500 and you don't even get to know. Unbelievable. All right, well, let's fix this.
The wheel is rigged.
The wheel is not rigged.
It's all gimmick.
The wheel is not rigged. All right, here we go.
Is it even on there?
It's not even on the wheel. That's right. It fell off.
I'm sorry. We can't. Well, you know, 50 times 0 is 0. This is a math show.
No.
So we can't go against the principles.
It'll be 1 and then 49 boost. So it'll be a total of 50.
No.
Yes.
Because it was a 50 times multiplier of the Edgewalk. A 50 times multiplier of the objection, Your Honor.
Sorry.
A 50 times multiplier of the Edgewalk, and there's no Edgewalk. Look, it's a 0. It's a divide by 0.
10x for $100 is go wheel add or odds. Add or odds. So 5 times 5, that'd be 5 times that. It's 50.
Okay, 50. Yeah, but can we please read the request again? Can the court reporter please read back the request? Thank you.
Edgewalk in Toronto is now going to get 50 entries.
Oh, you're being belligerent. I'm going to have to hold you in contempt.
We need to spin the wheel right now. If we spin the right now, there's no way we don't win.
You wait. All of a sudden, you want the Edgewalk to win?
I feel bad that people have invested so much into the Edgewalk. And it fails.
Then don't rig the wheel.
I don't
like
rig
you did
the
last
wheel.
time.
I don't rig the wheel. You know what? Here's going to be my luck. Griffin quits the show. That's what my luck is going to land on. Okay? I don't even know why that's on. You know what? Executive privilege. I'm taking that off. I'm taking that one off. It's gone.
Who put on Griffin quits the show?
I don't remember, but I'm taking it off. Veto power. Veto power.
When?
And now I want Edgewalk to go back to being green. I like the green color. There we go. Okay.
Was El Presidente McTaco here for a show that I missed?
Oh, Big J says we should add Griffin goes free to play for 6 months. He wouldn't make it. Thank you, Anonymous.
But suddenly Anonymous would be top 10 power ranked in the world. I'll tell you that right now.
All right. What won the last Go Wheel spin? We're going to Kentucky. We're going to Taco Bell to hang out with MJ and cook, order, and deliver 1,000 tacos in Kentucky. That's what's going to happen. Thank you, Anonymous. That is so insane. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right. So there we go. Let's save the Go Wheel. It's looking beautiful. Let's now give away $200. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me put a square over here. So merch won, right?
Yeah.
That didn't even give you guys a bingo.
Didn't it, though?
Oh, it did. Oh, it did give a bingo. There is a bingo there. Okay, hang on. Got to draw a bingo. Right here.
What are you talking about?
There's a bingo.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Oh, it gave us 2 then, because there's the horizontal one, too.
Oh, crap. Yeah, there is a horizontal one. See, they start happening fast now. They start happening fast. Okay,
My
so
poor
yeah.
bingo
What
card.
horizontal one?
Right here. Right there.
When did you get that one? 2 of those circles aren't even marked. Oh, I guess they are. Is that what the
they
purple
are.
means? Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
so
My poor bingo card.
so you had
It's so
2
ugly
up
now.
here. Yeah, it is pretty ugly. 2. 1 was right here, and now you got 3.
You know, there is a button there to draw a straight line.
Wait,
It's the blue diagonal
Why do I have 2
line.
number 2s? So that should be number 5. We're just going to scribble that out. We'll make that number 5.
Oh, my God.
It's fine.
My poor pretty bingo card.
All right, so listen, we only need 200. We need another 154,000 bits, and then we can get this bingo marked out. Dude, the bingos are coming in, man.
It kind of already is.
It's not here. Let me fix that part. Let me fix that
You
one.
just can't draw.
Can we not afford to draw? Can we not afford the straight blue line icon?
What?
Like, can we not afford the diagonal blue line tool? It's the 4th down.
Please.
Do you have to pay extra for that?
Shift.
Hold on. Let me.
Shift.
I'm going to cover up these little things
No.
here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now.
No.
No, it's fine.
No.
Everything's good.
No. It's not fine.
Okay, 1. Make that a little thinner. Okay, over here is number 2.
Is it a prime Omicron?
3,
Is the line a prime that we have not unlocked in paint?
How many
4,
2s
5.
do you
Damn
have?
it! There's another 2. Why does the number 2 keep showing up so many times? I don't understand why the 2 keeps showing up. Okay, there we go. We have 5. Is that real? Do we have 5?
Griffin?
Is that 5 now?
Why?
1, 2, 3,
Why
4,
are we
5.
Don't look at me. I'm not a part of this at all.
All right,
I don't know.
We've got a 5. We've got a 5. Okay, so 5 bingos.
What?
Nothing.
Did you make a poopy in your pants again?
No, nothing. Nothing is fine. It's fine. 1.
Who are you talking to?
1,
It's
2,
very
3,
rude. You're having side
4,
conversations.
5.
I hear typing.
1, 2, 3,
I'm
4,
not
5.
typing.
Okay, no, there's only 5. No, it's only 5. It's only 5. Johnny 5 saw it. Johnny 5 saw it. Vic says, what is the 6th bingo? The 6th bingo is I have to redeem all my Sigma tokens.
Okay, what does that do, though?
You have Sigma tokens?
I do.
How do you have Sigma tokens?
I do have some Sigma tokens.
Why?
So,
Because I don't spend them all. I mean, I have some, not a ton.
Why? You could be hit by a meteor tomorrow. A cow can fall from the sky and land on your bed and kill you. What are the Sigma tokens going to do for you in heaven? Nothing, because you can't take them.
how often do you get hit with cows?
Griffin,
I mean,
it happens.
we're talking about the average person, or we're talking about the UltimatDJz? Because if he were to die, it would be something like that. He's not going to have a heart attack. and die quietly in bed. He's going to get run over by a tractor in a farm somewhere that he wasn't supposed to be in because he thought his dog escaped and he went looking for her.
Cownado. All right. I would get hit by a flying pig. Exclamation point play. We're giving away $200 in STFC packs right now. Top place finisher and last place finisher. Top place finisher. Last place finisher. Each are going to win. Roddick says, I'm wondering if DJ's passed kindergarten with that demonstration of counting to 5. Come on, bro.
That was ridiculous. Between that and the funny lines, when you have a line tool that you could easily use.
Whoa.
I feel like he just wanted to stress me out, like that one video of watching the girl watch someone put pegs in the wrong hole.
Yeah.
And it just like kills her soul.
That sounds like an After Dark production, if ever I've heard one.
J-Babes.
Yeah, I know, right?
J-Babes, thank you so much for redeeming VIP. Thank you.
Yes.
I got it.
You know one good thing about the dumpling, Tarpitude? One good thing about this dumpling is that you know how DJs loves the sound, yeah, and drives me crazy?
Chewy, thank you for your VIP.
This makes the one sound that he likes less.
Oh, geez.
Isn't it great?
No. No.
Lightning Hawk, thank you for redeeming
What in the actual? Zoidberg.
Somebody just came to take my soul. And it almost worked.
You have a soul?
I just peed.
Yeah. What?
I just peed.
That's the meanest thing somebody has said to me all day.
Oh my God.
Do you have a soul?
I've had a day.
Thank you, Lightning Hawk, for your VIP. Jeez.
That was creepy.
It was.
I did not enjoy that.
That was not fun. Vic Nice, thank you for redeeming VIP. Appreciate that so much. Oh, there's another one.
Kind of makes me want to make the dumpling sound again.
I thought I got all of them.
Jongo, thank you for VIP. Oh my gosh, there's another one. Clark, thank you for VIP. There's another one.
I don't know if that's better or worse than the jump scare.
No, that's definitely better than the jump scare. Guru, thank you. Oh my God.
Whoa. That's just rude. Ah!
I'm turning it off.
Yeah.
Zoidberg, thank you.
Who did that?
And Alicia.
This is fine.
Everything's fine.
I'm
Thank
okay
you.
with the events that are unfolding.
Guru
currently.
Meditation, thank you for your VIP redeem. Thank you guys. Everybody enjoy your purple diamonds.
Oh man, you got Admiral Shepard in trouble.
What the hell are you watching? Hey,
I apologize, Admiral Shepard's wife. It's normally not this way.
Tell her you're getting ready to win $100. Here we go. Exclamation point play. 10 seconds are on the clock. Here we go. 10 seconds on the clock. You got a chance to win. First place finisher, last place finisher. Here we go. $100 up for grabs. Here we go. Ba-bum, ba-bum. There go the balls. They dropped. The balls have dropped.
Oh God. No.
The balls
That's not a
have
song.
dropped.
Not a song.
All the balls have dropped.
No, not a song.
Balls have dropped.
Where's Nadia?
There goes Fullman and Corellius. They're out to an early lead. Sean Mateo also. Turmoil fell off the track and is already out of the running. There goes Sean trying to avoid the paddle whackers, but Sean got caught up by the paddle whackers. He's getting pushed back.
Ooh.
There goes Corellius and Feet Washer now in first place. We're making our way down.
Go Feet Washer.
Corellius now in first place. Prime Rex in second place. But Prime Rex made his way all the way through without getting stopped by the paddle whackers.
Whoa.
Prime Rex going to try to make his way through again. Is he going to make it? No! Prime Rex's ball got swatted around. There goes Ultravenica.
Oh, not the ball swat.
There goes Alpha Zypher, now in first place. Alpha Zypher, is he going to get through? He does. Mad Hatter slings all the way in front, though, and is right behind the record-setting pace ball. There goes Mad Hatter, ready to drop in.
Go, Mad Hatter!
Just avoid being pegged. Can Mad Hatter avoid the pegging? And he does. Mad Hatter wins $100. Let's go.
I think Mad Hatter's server 41. Good job.
Woo. All right. Let's see what's going to happen back here. Bear Butt Al.
That was a serious battle whacking.
Bear Butt Al is going to get caught by fire. He's out. Rasker, Q-Dog, TC, they're in the last seconds, but the ring of fire is coming. Rasker is going to get caught. There comes TC. Can TC make it through? TC might make it. There comes Camel. There comes Kane Bunce. There comes the ring of fire.
Oh, the fire of destruction is coming.
Is TC going to actually make it through? There's Paulo. Paulo is stuck. Studios is here.
Oh, Paulo.
Paulo.
The fire.
Paulo, the fire. Paulo's stuck. Studios is gone.
Oh.
Here comes TC. Mackenbase. Kane. Who's going to be the first? There goes TC and Kane. I didn't even see who actually finished. Who was the last finisher?
We didn't see.
Well, let's go down the list.
It'll be on the list.
Mad Hatter, congratulations. You win
Mad
$100.
Hatter, nailing it. Oh, that's the server 95 Mad Hatter. Okay, well, all the same. Good job.
Congratulations, Wolfwood. Wolfwood is our last place completioner. Congratulations.
Wolfie. Way to suck, Wolfwood.
Way to suck just the right amount. All right. $99 pack. Wolfwood and Mad Hatter.
Oh my God. So, DJs, what was this about the show going 2 hours today?
Yep. Well, it's time to end the show. I'm just kidding. Now,
have we even started?
We haven't started. But now we have to start the show, and we've got to do it in 60 minutes or less.
Are you kidding me?
We got to do it in 60 minutes. We're gonna bang through the news. We're gonna bang through the news so freaking fast. Did Mad Hatter get the record
first?
Did Mad Hatter get the record?
And then you can talk about all the other stuff.
No, he was 10 seconds behind the record. Koopa. Okay, so he set our community record. He did. Mad Hatter's got our community record, but the overall track record is 10 seconds faster. But Mad Hatter does have our community record. So that's fantastic.
Nice, man. That's amazing.
Job, that was good.
Well, there you go. See?
All right. Congratulations, everybody.
Now, Admiral Shepard, you can tell your wife you're watching a sports betting channel, and maybe she'll believe that.
That seems like not the right answer either. Wilson says, we're still in fluffer time. We were waiting on Griffin. We were waiting on Griffin. But I did answer a lot of questions. I'm not even going to cut the beginning part of the show because there was so much good information in there.
What did you talk about?
Mostly Q&A. It was mostly Q&A. We talked a lot about the interview. Oh, man, Griffin, such a good interview. But we're going to save that for the show. We're going to save it for the show. We're going to let people sound off on the reactions from the interview. I did a terrible thing today. I read YouTube comments.
What do you mean?
One terrible thing?
I mean, during the live things are going pretty well.
I know. I hate reading YouTube comments because they're almost always mean to me. But the YouTube comments today were actually pretty cool. So I was pleased about that. It was a good interview. So anyway, okay. Do we have anything else for Fluffer, or have we gotten through everything? Tarpy, producer Tarpy, can we press the button and start the show?
You still have a leg, right?
Yeah, I still have a leg. It still hurts. Yeah, Chris, I even responded to some of the YouTube comments. I know. Call me crazy.
Have you been cleared to fly yet? Like, so if you wanted to get on a plane, could you go somewhere?
Well, I mean,
he's fine.
I'm going to San Antonio in a week or two, so it'll be fine. I guess I just got to watch out for toxic spiders.
Okay.
I just got to watch out for toxic spiders.
Oh, yeah, because they have rattlesnakes, too, and spiders and scorpions. So, like, you could hit the trifecta of, like, mutant DNA.
Great.
All right, let's start this show, shall we? Let's go ahead and click this button right here. Yeah, we'll just hit this.
Welcome in, Commanders.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wrong button.
Yeah,
of course it's the wrong
he's
button.
bringing up the comments. Okay, here we go.
Some may say.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome into the show. Appreciate you guys all being here. We've got a doozy. We've got a quick one. We're going to get in and out. We got a hard out in 60 minutes. We can do it. 60 minutes. What happened this week? Well,
we can't
M94 launched, and it was not smooth and not great. And it might be referred to as a spectacular, dazzling
explosion
thing. It was a thing. We're going to talk about M94. We're going to talk about Media Week. We're going to talk about our interview with SVP Cameron Stewart that dropped today and his 4-week follow-up. We're going to talk about the community's reaction to actually, Griffin, meeting Cameron Stewart for the very first time. So
that's right.
This is the community's first opportunity to meet him. And we've got a little bit of Battle Pass math for you here tonight. So we're going to go through all of it right after a Talking Track server sound off. You guys go ahead and punch it up in chat. Where are you guys hailing from tonight? Welcome into the show. Zach on 84, kicking us off. Corellius on 13. Fun Daddy on 701. Noon Whistle on 29. Thank you. Johnny 5 on 44. Vic on 33. Polar Bear on 15. Angry Lou on 36. Duke on 701. No, Duke is on 101. Burn is on 701. The chat is bouncing. Grouchy Outlaw on 84. Striker on 49. P-Wing on 41. Silver Tab on 33. Martok on Silver 8. 1218 on 98. Tarpy on 30. Seathan on 710. Marsport 107. Alpha Cypher on 21. Turner 17. Psycho Jester on 703. Blade on 26. Thank you. Tobias on 29. Wilson on 36. Craminator on 57. Thank you. Wormwater on 44. J-Babes on 13. Lasik on 702. Tamriel 32. Cyber Demon on 16. Enterprise on 30. Harry Boatright on 56, Sportsman Guy on 145. Hem Jadar on 710, Shala on the flagship server 15. Thank you, John Roll on 32, Wilson 69, Divine on 164, Tacos Kimtech on 703, Clark on 51, Minnie Mabel joining us from the EU 109. Thank you, Zanita on 12, Mackinbase on 74. Thank you, Shepard on 711. Suzy Q is here on 74, Scaly back from the Outback on 188, UKS Wade on 112, Game Junior on 30, Floyd on 21, Wade Tinsey on 98, Wristbreaker on server 30. What's going on? Cobra Geist on 176, your way on server 30. Omicron on 8, Cap Taylor on 27, Ultravetico on 187, Voltron on 49, and my gosh, there's still like another 70 messages. You know, there's something to doing 2 hours of fluff before we start the show. Like there's something to doing that much fluff, Griffin, before we actually start the show because the numbers are up. We've got almost 400 people in the live studio audience right now. What's going on, everybody? Good evening. Holy smokes.
They're here to talk about Cameron. They're here to talk about Battle Pass. They're here to talk about all the new and exciting things.
Yeah, lots of things happening here. We appreciate you guys all being here. We have a very abbreviated show tonight. We've got a lot of stuff to get to, including our interview, our 4-week follow-up with Senior Vice President Cameron Stewart from San Diego. Q-Dog says, we are fluffed and ready to go, sir. MS Loss Prevention says, I turned off the interview because it was excruciatingly boring. See, this is why I don't read the comments.
I thought it was, most of the comments that I've made it through are very positive. I've been seeing a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, no, it was okay, right? I mean, there was some stuff in there, but no, I think if I look back, here's the comparison, Griffin, that I held myself to this time was the interview that I did with David Eccleberry almost 4 years ago, and people then said that I went too easy on him. And so I thought, okay, this time,
I remember that.
This time we're going to have to go a little bit harder. We're going to have to do a little bit
this was not
more.
easy. There were a lot of pokes and prods, and there were a lot of hard questions, and there were follow-ups during the interview. And, you know, I mean, we grilled him. He signed up for an hour gig. We gave him a 2-hour gig plus.
Yeah, he did pretty good. I didn't watch it because of the exact 60 minutes of casting, says Cyber Demon. 60 minutes of casting. I'm confused.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Casing? What could casting be?
Well, I did almost lose my leg while I was out there. All right, I did almost lose my leg, so there's that. But nonetheless, we're pretty excited about what we were able to bring you guys, and we're going to talk about that coming up here a little bit later this evening. But first, like I said, a lot to do, and it is a Talking Trek podcast, so it seems as though, Griffin, we should probably get in and start with a traditional Talking Trek staple. Ladies and gentlemen, it might, in fact, be time for the stupid news.
Stupid news!
Time for the news.
News!
wrote news. I wrote some news for you. I did. Yes, here we go. Let's see what happened. Paramount. Paramount is in the news and is trying to settle currently, Griffin, a California lawsuit over Paramount's merger with Warner Brothers. A lot of people are against this merger, though. I'm not entirely sure, first of all, I think it could bring good things. I'm not entirely sure what it means for the future of entertainment, but many are against the merger. Some people even came out because it means Warner Brothers HBO Max is going to have to change their name again to HBO Max Mount Warner Para Plus. All right, so.
Well, that's their fault.
I mean, I understand it. If you don't want to necessarily get into that, I totally understand. Good news. Nicolas Cage is in talks to make a third National Treasure movie. Even better news, Nicolas Cage is not making a third Ghost Rider movie. So there's
Oh, poor Ghost Rider.
Cage will get to work on the National Treasure movie right after his next project, which will be appearing in 700 other movies first. All right. British Army sailors rescued an owl stranded 70 miles out to sea this past week. Thankfully, the sailors were there to rescue the owl because nobody else gave a hoot.
Oh, God. Are you serious?
Where's the button?
Don't cheer for that.
Come on. Why was that 1 out of 10? I thought that was great.
You know how the applause button didn't work? That was karma.
I thought that was fantastic. The Odyssey is in the news and has become the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. How much money is that movie making? Well, let's just say Cyclops can finally afford to buy a new pair of glass. When asked why the movie has done so well, a shocked studio head replied, "I don't know. It's all Greek to me."
Okay. See, that was way better than the last one.
Hulu announced that next season, their anthology series, Good American Family, will be inspired by the story of Lorena Bobbitt. The series will be 8 episodes, unless, of course, Lorena does what she's famous for and cuts it short.
Choppy, your pee-pee.
A North American river otter was spotted in the Bronx, New York for the first time in 100 years. The last time a river otter was seen in the Bronx, Babe Ruth was playing for the Yankees. And sadly, Babe Ruth ate that river otter.
Hey, hold on. He didn't like otters. He liked beavers. Is this even real news?
Oh, God. Okay. According to reports, LA Dodgers
I saved that one. For sure I did.
According to reports, LA Dodgers owner Mark Walter is selling off his most valuable assets in an attempt to keep the Dodgers. Not to be outdone, the New York Mets owner Steve Cohen is now also trying to sell off his least valuable asset, the New York Mets.
Yeah. Ever since they were cursed at the beginning of the year, they just can't catch a break.
And lastly, in the world of sports, Arizona Diamondbacks second baseman Ketel Marte, who disappeared and hasn't been playing for the Diamondbacks for over a week, was finally spotted the other night. Marte disappeared to a place where there are no human beings, so he could not be found. He was actually found in the stands at a Miami Marlins game. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your stupid news. Martel. Is it Martel? Sorry, Game Junior. Okay. Europeans just looking at each other and like, huh? Don't get it. Sports joke. All right. Thank you. I feel like that overall was like a solid 6 or 7 out of 10. Okay. That's what I think.
Can we pull out the earplugs yet? Says Polar Bears. Oh, no.
Come on, Caledon. That was so good. Why is everybody being all fussy? That was great. All right, let's get down to serious business. Let me take a look at the show notes because there were a lot of them, and we're going to condense it down. Battle Pass math. We've got one of the most player choice rich Battle Passes ever in existence, Griffin. And with
I'm getting millions of Sigma Trite, millions of Sigma Par Steel. It is incredible.
Well, a lot of people are doing the math on this thing and trying to determine whether or not they actually are getting hit up with more positive changes than not. Coming to the stage and talking to us about our Battle Pass math is none other than Professor Tarpitude. Professor Tarpy, welcome to the stage. Tell us about our amazing player choice M94 Battle Pass. Is it mathematically as amazing as Fleet Command wants us to believe?
And it is a 60-minute show, so we only have time for a yes or a no.
Well, yeah, I know. I think it's a balance. So it looks simple, but it's really, really complicated in all of its simplicity. So I think it's a good thing. I think what they've done is good, but I think it's definitely better for some players than it is for other players. And I think it scales. So overall, yes, it's good. Some people will be happier than others. How much detail do you want me to go into on that?
Dive into it. I mean, where are we looking at? Where are the pain points?
So what we're looking at here is 2 different ops levels, and I did ops 68 and I did ops 72 and ops 71, and I'll explain the differences in a little bit. So what I want to look at here is just how I kind of laid this out. I'm just opening it on mine. 2 seconds. And of course, it's not coming up. So what we're looking at here is Op 68 and Op 72. And the biggest differences are that you can see the number of tokens in the different columns. So I put milestones 1 through 20, and where in the vertical columns in the yellow and the red, those are the ones that are going to be the same between the ops brackets here. Whereas the green ones are going to be different between the ops, between G6 and G7. And I will actually include G5 and G4 in there as well, because I have seen some data for them. And then the blue artifact token row, that's going to be the really interesting one for players. And I think we'll actually have a show on this on Thursday to really kind of dig into the artifacts. But those ones are the same between the various ops ranges in G6 and G7 as well. And so the free track, and so now I'll kind of look at the difference between the free tracks and the paid tracks. In this spreadsheet, I've tried to delineate the difference between the free track and the paid track by just outlining them differently. So you can see the free track has kind of the bold-faced outline, and the paid track has kind of a skinnier outline, just so that if you are having trouble with the colors, you can see a difference in texture. So if we look at the Op 68 free versus the Op 68 elite, you can see that the difference between the free versus the paid is approximately 1 to 5-ish. So or 1 to 4, depending on which tokens you're looking at. So on a $20 value, that's for buying the $20 Battle Pass, that's actually just a pretty good deal if you know nothing about what these bundles get for you. For $20, you theoretically get an additional 4 to 5 times the amount of stuff that you would have gotten for free. And if you look at the blue row in the Op 68 or the Op 72 paid track, where you have the 6,000 and 11,000 artifact tokens, that's a pretty big number. That gets us to 22,000 total. So if you'd scroll a little bit to the right, DJs, I'd like you to look at the color-coded boxes that I do have included. There we go. So what I have here is I've tried to color code the token or the lines to more or less correlate to what we were talking about. So here we have the artifacts. And again, we're going to dive into the information on these artifacts as well as their values and what they do for us on Thursday. But I have 2 different columns here where one is the base and the other is the efficiency. And now this is the efficiency that I have in my game, but the base value is the total number of shards you would need to unlock an epic artifact versus a rare artifact. and how much they would cost if you had 0 efficiencies through Fleet Commanders or the Eye of Ara. And so if you look here, 22,000 tokens is what you would need to unlock one of the epic artifacts if you needed 80 total shards. And that's what you get if you buy the paid track of the Battle Pass. And that's for any ops 61 and up. You get 22,000 tokens for the $20 or $100 purchase. And I have a little math on the 20 versus $100, but that's a later thing. But if you look here, you do get a full unlock with no efficiencies. But if you have any of the efficiencies that include, like I said, the Eye of Ara or a Fleet Commander, I think it's Lorca, you can have some leeway on what artifact you might choose through your Battle Pass purchase from the tokens that you get in the free and the paid tracks.
If I'm actually adding this, and hang on, Cass, we're going to get to that in a second. But if I'm adding this up, Tarpy, I'm looking, so we're getting 22,000. We're getting 22,000 in the paid track, right?
Yep.
And we're getting
2,200.
So that's 24,000 that we're getting in the free and paid tracks alone. But if you remember, what Griffin said in his original video was that there was going to be, between engagement and the free track and the paid track, there was going to be a total of 33,000 tokens. So,
yes,
Tarpy, if I am doing this efficiency math right, players are actually going to walk with more than one epic and one rare. As long as they use the efficiencies in the game and participate fully, you could potentially walk with 2 epic unlocks, as many as
potentially
all 3 rare unlocks and 1 epic unlock if you were fully engaged and you did the $20 battle pass. You're going to end up with 33,000 tokens. Well, if an epic costs 15 and a rare costs 76, you guys can do your own breakdowns onto what you're going to actually be able to unlock. Now, that is unlock. For example, you may choose to spend all of your tokens then upgrading as well, right, Tarpy? I mean, we could go all in on one and spend all 33,000 tokens on one and actually probably get a couple of upgrades for one artifact, if that's what we're looking at, right?
And this is one of those things where for me in my game, I'm always a little bit cautious looking at, okay, can I unlock something? That's great. But can I tier it up not knowing what the sourcing is for this? Like, I personally am hesitant to try and get a couple tiers on something when I don't know if I'm going to be able to get more of it. So I personally am more likely to unlock multiple if I can. But, you know, like,
well, Duke also
recently
points
they've
out,
done
Duke is pointing out that there is a limit of 80 artifact shards pulling for the epic, so you may not be able to get it tiered up. So maybe the math is going to come down to just pull your 55 and go for multiple unlocks. You could potentially do that as well. Is there a limit also of 55 on the rare, then I'm presuming, Duke? Because if that's the case, then yeah, you're probably not going to get any tier ups out of this thing. But multiple unlocks, and simply given the fact, Griffin, that we had kind of pushed them for providing a little bit more utility on the earlier levels, this may now actually bode well for players who could get multiple unlocks just for the $20 battle pass this month with perfect engagement, mind you, but actually having something that could provide possibly some utility value early. We're going to do a deeper
more
dive.
is more. If they give more, we'll take more. There's nothing wrong with that. I love when we over deliver. Under promise, over deliver. Good equation.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tarpy has a deeper breakdown and research into all of the artifacts that we're going to do on Thursday's show. So we're going to break down all 6 artifacts and talk to you guys about which ones we think are the priorities. But you guys could definitely take a look at that in the meantime. However, if you're confused about it or if you want to hang tight, in just 3 more days, we're going to give you a complete experts breakdown with putts and everywhere it matters on what the artifacts do, how you can scale them, and whether or not they are worth your look here, depending on your ops as well. So, Tarpy, those are the artifacts. What are we looking at with ship choice tokens? Anything to report there on the ships?
I actually kind of left those a little bit alone because of the variability between ops for different players. I know from my own game that I could, in fact, get another Borg cube, which is kind of cool, because I've never so far been able to get one of those free to play through engagement before. I probably will be going after the Dauntless parts, but again, this is going to be very ops level and very player level and player dependent. And so, like, people, we can weigh in on what we think is good for our ops range, but the way Griffin mentioned this in the video that he did is this is also very segmented by ops and very intentionally segmented by ops. So what's valuable to me may not even be available to many other players.
Yeah, we've got that ops
I did
link.
not.
And that's fair. Really, truthfully, the important thing to note there is that everybody's getting the same number. So depending on what your availability is, Dauntless parts are very important to me, although I'll tell you, Vengeance parts are also very important to me. You know, depending on how this thing looks. I mean, the Vengeance parts, I wish there were a few more of them here. I mean, at the end of the day, this is still good. I'll go for it. But for me, personally, the Dauntless parts are harder to come by than the Vengeance parts. You know, so for me, I probably, as much as I use my Dauntless, I'm probably going to invest pretty heavily over here into the Dauntless area. Although Excelsior is another good one, Riskbreaker. The Excelsior also is slower than I would like, so having Excelsior parts. The fact that the conversion on the Vengeance parts is a little lower than I would like does lead me to lean into the Dauntless and probably Excelsior, but I think Dauntless is going to be my number one. I got to be honest with you. So you will. Philly says Riskbreaker says you can go through multiple buckets with the paid track, and yeah, you'll be able to do that. One of these bundles is 50, so you're going to be able to basically spend. What is that? Times 10 is 500. You'll be able to spend 1,000 tokens on any one bundle. Tarpy, what are we looking at as far as the ship parts? Ship choice, we're looking at 400 in the free track, 2,000 in the paid track, so that's 2,400. You will be able to max out 2 buckets. So for me, that will be Excelsior, that will be Dauntless, and I'll put my last 400, I suppose, into Vengeance parts there for my level. But everybody's got 2,400 of those if you fully engage and capture the $20 Battle Pass. All right, Tarpy, this is the question that everybody's asking. I see it in chat. Tell me about my materials. How many less materials am I getting this month than I got last month? How bad did tax cost us? How much did choice cost us here in M94? Tarpy, what's the answer?
Okay, so if you are G6 and down, you did not get better, but you didn't get drastically worse.
What does drastically mean? What does drastically mean?
If we look at this green box that says choice tokens, there's 4 columns. I looked at the M89 and 90, which is what we had before choice tokens went away. Then the G7 value for the number of choice tokens, and that was in last month, and then M94 is G6 and G7. So if you look at all of those numbers, they are smaller than the M89 and M90. So that is the choice tokens that we remember and we like.
The number of tokens.
These are the best things ever.
The number of tokens.
And so we have fewer, except for G7, where we have slightly fewer. Stop scrolling. So we have slightly fewer. Now, the trick here is that in G7, we actually got a weird inflation. Some things went up compared to the values of what we got in M94 or M93 and M89. So we're getting a lot more resources, but we're not getting a lot more mats. And
that's not weird at all. That's the balancing of the G7 economy, which they will continue to tinker with.
And I agree, but what they did, so what we also liked and what we used to teach on for the old version of the Battle Pass with the choice reward tokens is you always pull the big bundle of 100.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you go to the middle tab here that says mats in tokens, DJs.
Yeah.
So I have, this is where I have to compare Ops 71 because I have the 71 data for all of this. I didn't have the 72 data for all of it. So what we can see here is in the 4 columns that say 71 big, 71 small, M93, and then M94. So those are the relative pulls that we had available to us at the time. So the big versus the small, you can see that the amounts of these change, and that's expected. So the 71 big versus the 71 small in the old system, the big bucket was 10-ish. That ish is important, times bigger than the small bucket. Now, because we all know that Scopely is fantastic with numbers, and they always do their math perfectly.
Perfect.
And if you look at the 7-star uncommon ore, this is actually a perfect example of them rounding really, really goodly. So in the 71 small bucket of, wording very intentional, 71 small bucket of M89 and 90, you had 24 uncommon ore. Whereas if you multiply that by 100 or by 10, what do you get? You get 240, right?
Yeah, but the big one had 240.
Yeah.
Right. So we would always tell players to make sure you always pull the big bucket because then you get more. Right?
Okay.
And, you know,
more is
that
more.
Extra handful of mats, that would get you somewhere eventually, even in G7. But the way they've done this new system is even though we got a 3x-ish inflation from that M89 system, we only have the small value pull now. So it's in buckets of 10 at a time, and we have a slider. So while this is good that G7 got an inflation, I will have you look at the 3 columns on the right-hand side, so not the 71 big column, and look at all of the G6 values that do not change ever. So in the 3 you scrolled past it.
Yeah, sorry.
In the 3 columns that say M93, M94, and 71 small, G6 and down never changes.
Right.
So G6 and down have not gotten a mats or resources inflation since October of 25. And that is combined with the fact that G6 and down also get fewer tokens. So this just harkens back to the idea that they've kind of wanted to slow down the G6 economy and
that may
probably try and make sure that
may not be the right word.
Really prepared.
I wouldn't say that they're slowing it down, but they're not accelerating. It's static, right? It did not change. So there's
or maybe it hasn't needed to.
Yeah, there's a differentiation there. I don't want to say slowing down. What they're doing is accelerating G7, which we knew they were going to do. We knew they were going to do. Yeah. Cameron has said that. Heck, even Conor has said that. Billy from accounting has said that. We've talked about the projections are off. All right, when you're 10 months in to an expansion and you still only have 3% of your player base in that expansion, when you have less than 1% of those players that actually have a G7 uncommon. You see what I'm saying? So G7 is absolutely behind the 8 ball. They are behind. So accelerating G7 makes total sense. G6, I would choose my words differently there. I would say they're not slowing them down. but they're not accelerating them. They do not have the inflation. They are staying static at this particular point. Now, is that appropriate? Because really, truthfully, what do you have now? 22, 23% of the entire player base is G6 plus. You still need probably more people working into G6. Really what you need, and this is where Cameron has been very critical, to be honest with you, of the mid-ops experience so far. He doesn't believe that the mid-ops experience is well-rounded enough. All right. They need to be accelerating people through G3, 4, and 5 to get into 6, but they need to do it on a holistic level, which we've always talked about. They need to do it on a holistic level because what's happening is they're accelerating them so much and they are not coming up with a holistic account. So that is a big deal and a good mathematical observation that G6 is staying static. It's the same as it always was. That's right. Ruby says G6 doesn't really need to speed up. It feels like a decent pace at this particular point. But yeah, when you've got 3% 10 months in for your new expansion, then yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Ruby says, are they trying to get other players to catch up first before speeding to G7? Well, that's a mixed bag, Ruby, because that's always been what we would assume they would want to do. However, Cameron has been pretty vocal here as of late, Griffin, saying, listen, that may be what the intention needs to be, but we're doing it wrong. Right.
They've really changed their intention with that. You know, how we were sneaking up on new content only being available to Ops 51 or higher, then Ops 56 or higher, Ops 60 and higher. It seems like they're walking that back, right? That's not necessarily where we're going in the future.
Yeah, it feels like that. I don't know if it's necessarily a walking back, but it's definitely we're not doing it the right way, right? We're not doing it the right way because, for example, he now is playing, he's camping at 39 because none of his ships are developed enough to go into G4. You know, he's stuck. He literally says, I can't even do my dailies at 39. I got there so quick. And think, when did he actually start playing Fleet Command? He probably started playing in like February or March. And he's
I think he 39? Said he's in the first 100 days. And really, the faction ships were crushed by the specialty ships in his account in that case.
As a matter of fact,
he didn't even build a Saladin. Why? He didn't even need a Saladin. How can that be?
Yeah, he made it through with specialty ships. And he said they want to focus on G3 and 4 experiences instead of necessarily just pushing them right through it. And that is something that the Fleet Command team has not done expertly up to this point. So, yeah, I think that we are going to see a little bit of a different path for G3, G4, and G5, but I'm not surprised to see this Battle Pass math on G6. G6 is not terrible. I mean, it's decent, honestly. You've got free-to-play that are working their way through G6 just fine. So I believe that G6 is probably in an okay spot given its age. G7, though, I mean, they've all said it's just way too expensive.
I've been pretty happy to see the increase in resources and tokens for specifically Sigma, but Nakar brought up a good point a few minutes ago where, or a few moments ago in chat, where the number of tokens that we get is also decreased fairly significantly. So it's definitely good that they, at least in G7, increase the amount of Sigma resources they put in there. But again, they didn't do that in G6, so that still feels a little weird.
Based on the number of tokens.
You know, it's
based on tokens.
Right.
You know, and that, by the way, I mean, Putz has talked about that. There was another player, gosh, I can't remember his name. He sent me a DM, says, you know, and by the way, I don't personally share this opinion, but it's an opinion that's welcome. I don't care about how many resources and materials I get. I care about how many tokens I pull. See, to me, that sounds like...
What about what you get for the tokens?
Yeah, to me, that sounds a little bit off, but there are players out there that feel that way. And for reasons being that they're looking specifically at, say, Alliance tournament tasks. By having fewer tokens, they can do fewer Alliance tournaments in that fashion. And I know that this is going to be an unpopular statement, but I think that's kind of the point. Right, I think that's kind of the intention is to make Alliance tournaments a little bit more about engagement instead of hunting for that materials task. So I think that we are seeing probably an overall little bit of intention with economy here just a little bit. But not all players are celebrating, and that is a fair point there.
And I do have one more. So if you go back to the first tab of this spreadsheet, I do have kind of one more thing I want to talk about. So if you scroll down and scroll to the other direction, so you see the 1 through whatever. This is also very ops range dependent. So this will be the ship, sorry, not ship, but the officer shards that you'll see, as well as the building parts you'll see, will be different. The identity of them will be different based on your ops, and the number of them will be different based on your ops. But the overall number of, I think, officer shards should be fairly similar. The depot token should be similar. But where I'm going with this is if you look at this little table to the right of it, the thing that actually is kind of impressing me about what you can get for $20 in the Battle Pass. So I'm not trying to sell anyone on this. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to say that all of these valuations that I do for myself is this worth my money? Is this worth the hour of time I have to work to pay for this, or a couple hours or whatever? And Cameron Stewart has said that one of the things he wants to do is make the $20 Battle Pass irresistible. And I think that's the exact word that I heard him say. And
it
so
is,
if you look
yes.
at the number, if you look at the number of parts for these buildings, so the Signal Observatory, again, this is Ops 71 plus. The buildings themselves will scale for your ops, but the value relative to their parts packs will not. For 71 and up, you'll see Signal Observatory parts, the remote campus parts, and the warp dive bar. I almost said wave defense parts, but it's the warp dive bar. And so these are all relatively recent buildings. And these are all things that a lot of players have said they needed. They also provide efficiencies in G6 and G7. So they have multiple uses. And if you look at the free track, the sum total of the number of those building parts you get is there. But what I want you to look at is the paid track for this. And looking at the total number of Signal Observatory parts in that blue color, or the remote campus, so the Starfleet Academy in the brown color, you can see that those values are, and compare them to the purplish box just to the right of this, where you have what is in a $100 pack at my ops range, as well as at Ops 71. You can see that in each of those, for the $20 purchase of a Battle Pass, they are giving you the equivalent of the parts for those buildings in a $100 pack. Now, so there are other things in those $100 packs.
I was going to say, you're saying,
and you get other stuff in the Battle Pass.
Over here, these are individual $100 packs, right? So $5,500, $3,300, $1,500, that would be $300 worth. And over here, we're getting, call it 40%, 33, 40%.
Yeah.
But we're getting it all for $20 on
it's
a one-time
40%,
spend.
yeah.
40%. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a one-time spend of $20. And okay, so this is where I'm going to sound like the S word that DJs really doesn't like. If you go to the very last tab here, it's going to look very, very plain compared to the other things that I've done. But the $20 or $100 Battle Pass, I got really lazy with this because I felt it didn't need to be any better. And I'm sorry for the white background. Because I got really, really lazy because I saw exactly how much the $100 Battle Pass actually was worth. We have complained from a particular population that the $100 Battle Pass was not worth the $100. Cameron Stewart wants to make the $20 Battle Pass irresistible. And as Griffin is saying, it looks like you get a lot for $100.
Well,
I think
2,750 RC colas is pretty good. Where am I going to put them all?
My goodness.
You have a cooler in your garage that can fit 2,750 RC coolers.
It's filled with ghost energy, obviously, including the new A&W root beer and Sour Strips Apple Berry, coming to a 7-Eleven or Circle K near you in September.
There you go. Vic
RC
says,
Cola. Who asked for RC Cola?
I mean, RC Cola is actually pretty good. I like it. All right, I like it.
I don't even know what that is.
What?
RC? What do you mean? It's on your spreadsheet.
Remote campus.
Oh yeah, that also that'll work.
Oh, I see. Clearly, there's no room to type remote campus on that spreadsheet, Tarpitude, with all the white on the screen. God forbid. Are we paying you by the letter? Is that the problem?
Dude, I talked to people for 8 hours today. I don't like people.
We're done with people.
There is no
like
way I'm
either.
adding extra letters to
She doesn't like letters either. All right, Professor Tarpitude on the Battle Pass. All right, Tarpy, very quick and easy. Smash or pass on the $20 Battle Pass this month?
It's a smash.
Yeah, it's a smash.
For me.
Big
I bought
smash.
it anyway,
It's a huge smash.
There you go. All right, fantastic. Well, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. So there you go. There's your Battle Pass math. Very, very simple, very straightforward. Nakar says it's a pass for me. Vic says it's a pass.
Why? Oh, because you don't play anymore. I mean, that would be the only acceptable reason why you'd pass on that.
Well, I mean, Havermeyer says no officer choice tokens. Well,
you know, hold the beer. Hold the beer. What? It all depends on how this month goes. You never know what might else be on the table, DJ.
Don't.
What? What?
All right. Anywho, that we don't know anything about that. We don't know anything about that.
Well,
said leaks.
So real quick, someone asked me why I didn't put some of the other things in that quick evaluation is because I got tired of being like, okay, the $100 Battle Pass, if you are willing to spend $100, this month is actually really worth it.
Do you actually know something you want to leak?
Compared to other months where it's not. I mean, sure.
Does he know something he's going to leak? Do you know something you're going to leak?
I'm just saying we live in the era of listening to feedback, and things that were never on the table before may be on the table.
Well, that's true.
I will tell you now. I think it's
going to look different.
The better we participate in this Battle Pass, the more likely it is to continue and be improved upon. If y'all take a giant crap on it, it's probably going to go to the trash can.
Well,
so it depends on you.
I will point out that it's very, very important that Scopely has communicated to us as well and points out to you guys that this is not a guaranteed run for all future Battle Passes. They're definitely evaluating here. They're definitely looking.
Oh, this is a huge experiment.
It is a big experiment, and it may not return for M95. Hopefully it does, but we're going to have to, rely on the feedback and on the metrics and so forth. So we'll just have to see. But just so everybody is aware, this is an experiment. It may run again as is. It may run with changes. It may not run at all. Polar Bear says constant experimentation is a bit annoying. I remember a day where we used to say, man, we want them to change things around. We want them to do better things. I mean, yeah, Vic,
I find it difficult to be annoyed about having such a diverse choice in so many different areas of the game affected by a simple $20 or even free-to-play investment. I mean, we're talking about five different opportunities of having choice where we used to have been told, this is the reward, take it or leave it.
That's true.
Or do you like it or not?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do agree. Go ahead, Tarpy.
For work you're already doing is the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1/5 of the days are please hit the help button. Like the amount of work that you have to do for a lot of these rewards right now is not significant.
Well, and
I can't be bothered. I'm too busy. I'm chasing these galactic anomalies, trying to get my Fed rep going, I can build a freaking ship that I want to spend $30,000 on probably. So the last thing I want to do is spend more time on battle passes. And Tarpitude's right. This plays itself. This battle pass plays itself. If you're playing the game, you're going to advance in this battle pass.
I will point out that another thing that we've noticed with the battle pass events is that they have been reduced to a little bit more style of, and Griffin's going to recognize this quote, are you breathing? Okay. The battle pass event is an are you breathing check. All right. Do you do your dailies? And Griffin's exactly right about that. Tarpy heard that at dinner as well. The battle pass events, they simply want engagement. That's all they want. That's all they want. And you heard it in the interview today, and we can transition right here into that interview. You heard that into that interview today where Griffin, he believes, and my God, how long have we waited for common sense to rule the day, where we say, hold on, chat. I'm gonna absolutely blow your mind right now.
Ooh.
Monetization should not be a primary KPI. Engagement
Correct.
leads to healthy monetization, which is what? Let me translate that for you in layman's terms. Happy players spend money. God bless it. 7 years.
That is the culture.
Okay? I mean, this is the common sense business solution, the business sentiment that we've been wanting to do, that we've been wanting to see forever is, hey, listen, make a fun game, make a rewarding game, okay? And your KPIs will come. We have a term, Griffin, we have a term in the car business. Okay, you know, listen, if I could sell, let me ask you guys a question. If I could sell 5 cars and make $5,000 per car, all right? Or if I could sell 250 cars and make $100 per car, what am I going to do? What's the answer?
Volume equals survival.
No, Putz, absolutely backwards. I'm not going to sell 5. I'm going to sell 250. All right?
Yeah, because you'll make more money that way.
Volume. All right? Why?
Volume equals survival.
Okay, also, that's true. But why? 245 more happier customers. 245 more possible referrals. 245 more customers coming into the service drive. 245 more customers coming back to my parts department. 245 more customers coming back in 2 years to trade their car. Okay? Like, and by the way, Sydney, doesn't matter because we're open. We're open, right? How many hours involved in the selling? We're open anyway. So if I'm going to be open for a fixed amount of time, I want volume. And this is the mantra that I have always had in my sales department. I want you to focus on the units. Focus on volume. The gross will come. The profit will come. If you focus on making a customer happy, if you focus on making the experience undeniable, if you focus on your customer and earning their business, they will spend money. And here's another one. You guys are going to know this because you guys are not unintelligent people. What do they do after they sell the car? What do they do after they actually agree to buy the car? Then they go back and sit down with the finance guy. What do they buy? A maintenance plan.
The extended warranty and the extra tires.
Extended warranty.
The lockout protection. And what is it called? The GPS? Do you still put that in the car? Even though you don't want it to?
Low jack
in the car.
They go back and they buy all kinds of add-ons. All right? Listen, I've got some of the best finance guys in the business. All right, because my average penetration in finance is about $60 a month, or $60. Yeah, $60 a month. That's their average upsell. So if I sell you the car at $600 a month, they go in there and they up you to $675.
Well, that's a 10% increase.
Okay, that, my friend,
I'll take it.
Is some really attractive penetration.
Yeah. That is spread personified.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you heard me.
Keep up, Tarpy.
Stop listening to try and type something for like 30 seconds.
We're talking about penetration.
All right. No, but that's what
and
you want.
You call me the one whose brain is in the gutter.
No, that's actually what it's called.
You're talking spread and penetration.
It's called F&I penetration.
Yes.
That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? You're right. Don't test in prod. Love the name. One unhappy customer in 5 is 20%. One unhappy customer in 250 is 0.4%. Okay? Absolutely.
Bingo.
Guys, that's what we're talking about.
Or like I said, when in 4 words, volume equals survival. I guess even 3 words.
Volume equals. Yeah, that is 3 words. Yep, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep. Cruzito, thank you very much. Cheer 111 for you guys to sound off here tonight in the podcast. Go ahead, Cruzito.
Cruzy Toe X cheered 111 kitty bitties and says good working tech leads to engagement that leads to monetization.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that is another thing that is his 100%. So you've got engagement, right? You've got engagement, which we're seeing. You've got tech that he's very focused on. But as you heard today, in his own words, Mr. Stewart, do you believe that you are on pace for the larger tech goals you have established for Fleet Command?
No.
The answer was no. And that was guys, that was a disappointed sounding no.
It was.
You could hear the disappointment in his voice. You could hear the frustration. And Vic said it was an honest question. You could actually hear the honesty in his voice. Cruzito, I don't think that anybody is disavowing tech performance. Like, you're hammering this tech thing, and that's great. Okay? So is he. He knows it ain't right. He knows it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk to him today, hey, do you feel like the Battle Pass is going well? Sure. He loves what's happening with the Battle Pass. He said players are responding very well to this. We took a step forward. Then tech sent us right back.
Yeah, that was literally a Picard season 3 Captain Shaw no. And
yeah,
didn't that take your breath away when Picard and Riker were told no by Shaw in episode 1? And that's I'm telling you, when this guy says he's not going to ship anything until he's sure it's going to actually work properly, he means it. I am not betting against that.
No, I'm not going to bet against it either. And
no, sir.
And Havermeyer, you're exactly right. There's a year's worth of loops and 5 years of tech debt, tech neglect that you've got to sort through. And that's why I say it's not going to be an overnight fix, Waffly. It's just not. But I know that he's spending resources on doing it. And hey, here's an update for you. He mentioned in our interview, he also mentions in Ultra's interview that you guys are going to hear, I think on Wednesday, that he is wanting to utilize unconventional means for testing. Now, that means a couple of things. One, APAC has done it before. But let me tell you something. Based on the response even from this chat, I showed him the clip and the chat where you guys said, hey, create a live dev server, create a live test server, clone my account. I'll go play it. I'll play it till it breaks. Right? You guys have said that. You guys have said, I will volunteer. I will go play it till it breaks. All right.
As tribute. This guy is not against that idea whatsoever.
No.
What this guy is against is having another repeat of the embarrassment. I mean, this dude's got a lot of pride. And if you don't think that he's embarrassed by what happened on Thursday of last week, let me tell you, dude's embarrassed. And he's not the kind of guy who's going to let himself be embarrassed twice. Yeah. Anything is on the table to prevent this from happening to us. Anything is on the table to prevent another catastrophic failure like what we saw for the last time. I would wager.
I listen, I am not going to bet on it being the last time. I'm not. Okay. What I am going to bet on is that it starts to improve. I think that we are not done seeing our tech growing pains. Okay. Truthfully, I don't think you get it. You, not DJs, you, but maybe you, but all of you. This dude's not going to ship shit until he knows that it works right in the future. Here's the problem.
I'm telling you right now.
Here's the problem, though, okay? Here's the problem that we saw with Alliance tournaments. Here's the problem that we saw with the Incursion tech, okay? QA passed it because they don't have load testing, okay? And that is what needs to happen. Now, I know that in our conversations, he has talked about load testing. We've talked about load testing, all right? And we volunteered the live dev server, and we've talked about the APAC servers, where this has been a topic of conversation. What they end up doing with it, I do not know. Today, I play tested a feature for M95. Today. But you know what? There were 40 of us. Not 400, not 4,000, not 40,000. There were 40. Okay? It worked for me. But that doesn't mean that it's going to go live and work. Okay? So that's exactly right, Divine. Just because QA passed it doesn't mean that it's perfect. Doesn't mean that it's an auto pass. I think there's still going to be things that slip through. And until we develop an opportunity to actually load test 50,000 accounts simultaneously hitting the servers, until we can do that, QA is going to miss stuff. And I don't even mean simulate 50,000 people, because we need 50,000 brainiacs in the room. We need 50,000 people playing the game like they know how to play the game. They need 50,000 people trying to break it. They need 50,000 people using Tau. They need 50,000 people using the quantum slipstream drive. They need 50,000 people using Leslie. They need people who know how to manipulate the game. And
so do we have some news to share on that? About the direction that we potentially might be heading in?
Well, not definitive. All ideas are on the table with that regard as far as the testing. Here's what Cameron Stewart has said. Yes, we need to do better on testing. What the answer is, as of yet, is still being explored. Okay? I don't know what they're going to go with.
I want to clarify what I'm saying. And I'm not saying there's not going to be a bug. I mean, you're making it sound like I'm saying there's not going to be a bug. There's going to be bugs. But what happened on Thursday was not a load test problem. That was we could have figured out with 20 people that stupid event was set to run from 3 years ago and sank everyone's battleship. And that's what's embarrassing.
Sure.
That's not going to happen again.
I pray that you are correct. I pray
that's
that
not going to happen again.
I pray that you are right. And I know that Cameron Stewart is going to want to push for that. But I think that it is a huge, huge thing. And I think that there are still, to this day, he's talked about how great his team is, and I have no doubt in that. I think the majority of people are really wanting to do great work. I do still think that there are a couple of people over there just cashing for a check. Okay, cashing in a paycheck. I think that there are still agents that have not bought in, personally. Okay, but
at very high levels, I would agree.
Yes,
in some cases, yes.
Yeah. So I think that to be honest with you, just me speaking, I think there's more house cleaning to do. All right, but that's not our place. It's not. I thought that it was. I will say this. Some people.
Okay, Waffly.
Some people thought that, Waffly, you're right. How many VPs are there and how many GMs are there? All right. People have argued that it's a promotion. I'm sorry. It's not.
It's not. It's not a promotion.
There's no world in this.
It's literally taking 75% of the food off of somebody's plate and making them focus on the 25% that they had a proven track record for doing very, very well in the first place.
And let's not pretend that this is not an opportunity for reassignment, just like Cameron said, an opportunity to focus in on the expertise or to still have some talent that he can utilize. All right, I've said this. I've said this a million times, even in my own dealership. If somebody doesn't work out in this role, I move them to this role. If somebody doesn't work at this role, I move them to this role, because I don't want to just let somebody go. Firing people is not the first answer. Okay, it is the last resort. All right, but you want to try someone who's trying. I mean, I got to tell you, somebody who wants to do good work but just can't in one certain area. All right. The fact that they want to do good work is probably already a step above the general population out there. Okay, A.
Absolutely.
B,
and not that this is. Oh, go ahead with your B.
Well, and I was just going to say B is Conor is an intelligent guy. I've said this a million times. I like the guy. I've had great conversations with him. But he was not able to lead this entire product. And I've said that publicly as well. I believe that this is an opportunity. I think this is an opportunity for him to get back to something he's good at if he hasn't forgotten how to be good at it while he's been GM.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
If you have been in a position of leadership ever, and you've really been connected to your team, you're not somebody sitting in the office, you're at the golf course when you should be working. If you know your people for any amount of time, I guarantee that you have been in a position where you saw talent in somebody, you gave them more opportunity to advance and to grow. And you know what? It just didn't work out. They're great at what they did, But in this new enhanced role with additional features or maybe a completely different skill set, you projected upon them something that you thought you saw, which never, possibly existed. Again, talking about my own personal experience in people in the past. Now, is it right for you to take that person and say, there's the door? In some cases, you just got to walk back your mistake and you got to put them into a place where they can still contribute positively. It's not their fault that you had a vision that didn't work out. Okay. Now, I'm not translating that to exactly what happened here, but there probably is a parallel that can be drawn.
I'm sure that there can be, honestly. There will Putz writes this in the interview directly, verbatim. There will be more staff adjustments. We're looking to bring in new talent that are known for turning things around. And yes, people will be let go or moved during that process. New people will be hired. That was straight from Cam's mouth, and I agree. Not everyone can be generals, says Cruzito. Sometimes you need some badass infantry that can take the hill. Absolutely.
That's 1,000% the case. Yes.
Chris writes, firing people is the first answer. Is the position of people that don't have to fire people. That's actually so
exactly
true. That's so true.
1,000,000%. Who said that? That's a winner.
You're brilliant.
Yes.
Chris, you're absolutely right, because also people don't always understand how difficult it is to replace in today's workforce. Okay.
No, there's an investment, but there you go. That could go the other way. That's the sunken. What do you say? The sunken investment
cost
fallacy. What is that called?
Not if you're looking for talent.
It can be.
You immediately dismiss somebody. If you immediately dismiss somebody,
they've been around for so long. We've spent so much time on training. You know what? I have fired people going in to fix buildings where that was what I heard. Oh, but they've been around forever. They know everything. They remember when this guy was a new hire. They trained who that person is. I couldn't care less.
That doesn't mean that they are immune. But to me, it means that they deserve an opportunity to utilize their expertise in a different way. Okay?
It's all about balance. Yes, correct.
So, yeah, Jim Pye, institutional knowledge has a very huge value. And Griffin, you will know. Listen, there was not a single mechanic of the game that we threw at Conor that he wasn't familiar with. All right? He knows the game. He may not be living in a player-first world today. Okay? I hope that he changes that position real quick. But that was not the position.
Well, I'll tell you why I don't have to hope. I don't have to hope that. The shackle's been unshackled. That never would have happened before.
It would not have.
You guys don't realize what a big signal that is. That's like that Jet Li movie from 2001, the big karate one.
And here's the deal.
Come back with a red. Oh, yeah.
Well, here's my debate. Here's my argument to that, though. Okay. Yes, the shackle was unshackled. Okay. That was Cameron Stewart's call. What I want to happen, like honestly, and I've texted him about this. We've had conversations about this, even as recently as this weekend. With the on Thursday, with the prime particles being in the battle pass and the blog being mystery updated. Okay. What I want is I want the player first mentality at all levels of fleet command without Cameron having to become involved. Okay.
You just have to show them that it's okay. It is the hardest thing to do, to get people to just say yes. That is extremely difficult to make mistakes in favor of the customer. It is hard, but that is a lesson that can be taught. And I do see that happening here.
Caledon writes the exact same. That call should be made every time without Cam's intervention. And that's exactly what I want. It wasn't.
Tell me about it. I agree.
It wasn't on the shackle. All right. Now, it was on the prime particles, not initially.
Yep.
We had to have a conversation. But it did get turned around without Cameron's involvement. So that was a good thing. But it was still the gut reaction, right? It was still the gut reaction was, we're going to ninja the blog post and we're going to take it away. No, sorry, not acceptable. Not acceptable. Raise your hand if you remember that you said you were player first. Raise your hand.
Yep, you're right.
Okay.
And that's the sausage making, ladies and gentlemen, of culture change. Has forward momentum been made? Yes. Was the right decision ultimately made? Yes.
It was.
Is there still work to do to where they can feel empowered to say yes on their own the first time? Also yes. But we are definitely marching in the right direction, and that's why I am still here advocating for it. If that were not the case, I would be the first one here bitching about it. And I'm not. And I won't.
I agree. And in this particular case, and you're right, Divine, customers are not always right. Sometimes they lie. But I've got another saying in my dealership. Tell me if you've ever heard this one: buyers are liars. Okay, listen. 90.
What an asshole.
90% of people that come in to buy a car off of us lie about something. Okay, they do.
Oh please, you lie 30 times before you get to work every day. It's human nature.
Buyers are liars. Okay, but
buyers are liars. Oh my gosh.
But that's right. Your lips are moving. That's right, Candy White. But the old guard mentality needs to change across the board. I think that it is starting to. I think it's starting to. I genuinely do.
Yes.
But it's not default yet. Okay? It's
not yet.
Not default
and that'll
yet.
vary case by case. Your mileage may vary.
That's absolutely correct. So here's what I'm going to do for our last few minutes, because I'm going to wrap up the show here in just the next couple of minutes. In the last few minutes, what I would like to do is open up for your reactions, chat. Whether it's in chat, if you would like to raise your hand, I'll turn on the call-ins. If you would like to do that. Let's see. Go ahead. Stop it. Start call-ins. If you guys would like to do that, cheer 111 on your TTS. If you would like to share your opinions about the SVP interview with Cameron Stewart that aired today as we kick off Media Week, cheer 111 for your TTS. Let's go to the voice line. Hello. Oh God, it's Seth. Look, it's taking this long because
Oopsies Eth cheered 111 kitty bitties and says it was the dawn of the third age of mankind.
Oh my God.
10 years after the Earth-Minbari War,
Oh, here we go.
Babylon Project was a dream given form.
Come on,
its
dude.
goal, to prevent another war by creating a place where humans and aliens could work out their differences peacefully.
Yeah.
Humans and aliens wrapped in
gonna-
2,500,000 tons of spinning metal, all alone in the night.
What?
This is the story of the last of the Babylon stations. The year is 2258. The name of the place is Babylon 5.
Thank you. Appreciate that for the introduction.
That's our show, everybody.
Thank you very much. There you go. Yeah, Brett says the message is watch Babylon 5. Polish Prince says love Babylon 5. There you go. Cheer 111 for your TTS. Call-ins are on as well if you guys would like to raise your hand and come and offer your insight into the interview with Cameron Stewart. That would be great as well. Appreciate
Moopsies
it.
Eth cheered 111
Seth,
kitty bitties.
come on,
and
dude.
says the Babylon Project was our last best hope for
Bro.
peace. A self-contained world 5 miles long, located in neutral territory, a place of commerce and diplomacy for 250,000 humans and aliens. A shining beacon in space, all alone in the night. It was the dawn of the third age of mankind, the year the Great War came upon us all.
Can we
This is the
fast
story
forward?
of the last of the Babylon stations.
Can I fast
The
forward?
year is 2259. The name of the place is Babylon 5.
Thank you.
I lost consciousness for a second. I got to get into the ghost.
Oh, come on, man. Jeez. Yo, Domo, thank you for the 16-month resub. I appreciate that a great deal. Thank you so very much. Yeah, there's, oh my gosh. Seth, there's like 6 more in here, bro. Come on, Seth. Cheer 111 for your TTS. I'm going to read one more because it's at least unique.
Moopsies Eth cheered 111 kitty bitties and says the Babylon Project was our last best hope for peace. It failed.
Yeah.
But in the year of the Shadow War, it became something greater. Our last best hope for victory. The year is 2260. The place, Babylon 5.
Thank you, Seth. Appreciate that very much. Cheer 111 for your
Manxman
TTS.
40 cheered 111 kitty bitties and says all I have to say is I'm cautiously hopeful.
I am also hopeful. I don't even think I would use the word cautiously at this point because I know Cameron is here to kick ass. All right, honestly, I really believe that. And that is something that I genuinely hope. You know, as a matter of fact, right here on the stage, coming up right now, is somebody that I wanted to get an opinion from in the very beginning. What I wanted, all right, the biggest criticism of this individual, has been that Cameron Stewart has spoken through the content creators. One of his biggest complaints is he's not speaking to the broader player base. Now, you're never going to get me to argue against that position, okay? You guys are here. We've got hundreds. Griffin, wake up!
Whoa.
We've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that watch our content. Right now, there's 350 of you in the audience. There was 400 just a little bit ago. It's getting late here on the East Coast. This show reaches people. And even if you don't listen to this show, the information gets around. All right? People talk about it. The day that we were talking about Conor being reassigned, buddy, that was all over the galaxy. Okay?
Talk about a flashpoint. Woo!
It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody has to listen to this show. But when you're calculating reach, Cruzito,
the reach isn't
when you're
amazing.
calculating reach is more than the 5 or 10%. Yes, I agree. 5 or 10% may watch. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Hop into Discord. I'll bring you up. 5 or 10% may listen, may actually subscribe and follow the channel. I get that. But more than that, exponentially more than that, people share what they hear here. You guys that are here, share with your alliance, or you guys share in a Discord, or you guys go over to VIP, or you go into Galaxy, or you go into your own server and region Discords. The information gets around. Okay, so when we say that players that Cameron only communicates through the CCs, that we only reach 5 to 10% of people, I argue that. Do I think 5 or 10% of people listen to this show? Fair. But I would argue that dozens more percent, maybe as much as 20 to 30% of people actually do get news from this channel alone. Cruzito is on the stage. Cruzito, welcome in. You have been extremely critical about how Cameron Stewart has chosen to communicate. You got to meet him for the first time today, and that was one of your big things, was you're having these conversations, DJs. You've had a chance to meet him. He hasn't spoken to us. We don't know what he's like. Today was your first chance to meet Cameron Stewart in an extensive 2-hour sit-down. What was your first reaction?
What say you, Cruzito?
Right, so thank you for having me on. So I'll tell you this. The first part of the interview, I was not necessarily impressed. Right. I mean, he's a good guy. I think he knows what he's doing. But until I listened to the second part, where you guys came in and did the update, and then listening to or seeing his reaction to some of the questions that were asked, you can tell that they were not rehearsed, that he had a true, honest opinion of what needed to be done. The disappointment was there. Also then watching MJ's interview and getting to see that, again, not rehearsed, off the cuff answers, and they were genuine. I think there's a big difference between that interview, or at least these interviews, and what we've seen in the past, because I think those other ones were scripted, right? It was folks not necessarily
the hostage interview. Yeah, the hostage video.
Yeah, I mean, there are people that are not necessarily comfortable going in front of people, so you're going to have to rehearse it a lot. But then I think you lose some of that genuine feedback on it.
Do you?
For me,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask, do you think that our interview from San Diego, you said the first part of our show, so that would have been the first 80 minutes. You felt that was rehearsed?
No. I just, I mean, there were some key things for me, right? I listened to it. I can tell, he's been in the business long enough. And so there were some key things that he did talk about. And, it spoke to what I would understand. I don't think that the average player, so I think there's going to be a bit of a miss, right? There's not folks that are in that business or in the business that are going to be able to pick up on those subtle cues. But yeah, there were some that I listened to, and I understand where he's coming from on it. I do think it's going to be a tall order because, again, he's having to come in and he's going to have to get the buy-in from everybody else. And I think Griff has talked about that in the past where, I think they need to have permission, if you will, right? Even though that sounds weird, you've got to have permission to be able to come out sometimes and just say, whether that's to us, the customers, or to themselves or their teammates, to say, no, that's subpar, and no, we're not sending it out the door. And it's okay for them to be able to say that.
Yes, sir.
So he seems to be okay with that. I think it's going to be some time before his team actually believes it, because I don't think that in the past they were fed lip service, if you will, and they were like, yeah, tell us when it's bad, or tell us what's there, and then they would just shut it down immediately. This guy seems to get that, and we'll see if that's the case. I honestly think that there's going to be some very, very, very light arcs over the next few months where we're not going to have anything out because I think they're going to run into some tech issues still. But that just means, again, it might be boring, but that also means I'm okay with it being boring if I get to actually play the game. I don't care what you put out there.
I think that just challenges live ops, though. That challenges live ops and development to use what they already have in place, the tools that they already know it worked, but telling stories in new and creative ways, making new events in new and creative ways, redesigning things like alliance tournaments with new ways to engage that are not tech driven. And then meantime, they can work on the background. I mean, you'd be happy with that, wouldn't you? Isn't that what you're asking for?
Yeah, I mean, now me personally, I still have plenty of things to do with my dailies, right? I've got another 400 or 300 Trilane rep to grind, so I'm going to be okay and comfortable in that. My bank account's going to probably be a little bit heavier now because I won't have to be spending on stuff in there, which is going to be nice. But I'm also one of those players that I enjoy the core mechanics of the game. Right?
Yes.
You guys have heard me say this.
Bingo.
Yes.
I understand that it's kill red triangles, mine some stuff, do some armadas, occasional blue and blue crime, right? I get that is the game, and it's not going to be much more than that. So I'm okay with that.
I love that you bring that up because he actually said that same thing. You heard that today in that interview, Cruzito. At its core, this is a ship-on-ship battler. We've got to get back to the core, back to the basics. He's talked about ground balls going through between our feet. You can't just tell people to stop fumbling the ball. Guy's obviously a big sports fan. There's training. There's back to basics. Like, he is going back to basics on a lot of this stuff. And so for you, I would imagine that this, as you say, the next couple of months going to be relatively light. I would imagine for you, this is a good sign if, in fact, we are getting back to basics. If we are getting back to basics. And that's the big if, right?
Yeah, my number one complaint, because I have to play on mobile a lot. So for me, I want to just be able to log into the game and not have to worry about it restarting or it crashing every 5 to 10 minutes. I want to be able to, target a ship and push the button and it go to that place that I want it to go to. Right? That's my number one complaint. All the economy stuff. Now, again, I spend, so I get it. My perspective on the economy is probably not the same as a free-to-play or anybody else. But all of that stuff is second nature to, if you can't log into the game, then there's nothing else for me to do, right? If I can't get in there, I'm not going to visit the store. If I can't log into the game and stay in there for more than 10 minutes, I can't go and buy a ship or go buy whatever it is, right? I'll just take my money elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Fair point. Cruzito, I appreciate that. Let me ask you, in kind of your grand scheme wrap-up, do you have hope for a brighter future, or, as Jumabi says, is the game as good as it will ever be today?
Oh.
I mean, that's a tough one, right? You've got a 7-year-old game, probably 10 realistically.
12.
The architect.
12.
Okay, 12, yeah.
12 years.
12 years in the tech world is like dog years to human years, right?
Yeah.
So 12 years, in all reality, is probably somewhere like it's a 60-year-old game in human years, probably 70. So a lot has changed over the 12 years. And I don't know if they necessarily have kept up with it.
Oh,
so
no.
Right?
That's not even an assumption, okay? No.
Okay, I was trying to be nice. I mean,
no, they haven't kept up with it. The question is, you're in this field, okay? You're a developer. Do you feel that a 12-year-old code stack, given time, will be able to be repaired?
It can be. Easy peasy, right? You can do a parallel effort type of thing. It can be, but the question is going to be, are you going to have the player base that's going to be willing to stick around while you go through that?
Well,
that's going to be the biggest challenge.
You got 275,000 of them now that have seen much brighter days and are still here. Now, granted, some people do fall off every single day. I get that. The numbers are in decline, but there are still 275 gluttons for punishment, 275,000 gluttons for punishment right now, including you and I. So, do you, and that's where I come back and say, do you watched 2.5 hours of Cameron Stewart today in front of the player base. Do you believe that he is the guy to make the change?
I think he has a good vision. Now is going to be whether he can be a good leader and bring everybody else with him, right? That's the thing. I think he has the skill set. I think he's got the vision of where he wants it to go. But I think he talked about roughly 200 people. You know, if he can't get those other 200 people to come along with him, it doesn't matter how great he has or what his vision is. If he can't get those folks to follow him, then it doesn't matter.
Well, he did. Say
in other words, they need to believe in his vision, and it's his job to get them to believe in him.
Well, and I think that he said that they're continuing to bring in new and different types of talent. I know that they're shopping for a GM that will not be an internal hire. We've spoken about that, and I know that there are other people. There is a new director of live ops now. There are new people coming in to Flex. This is like a head coach, Cruzito, coming in and assembling his coaching staff, that he's bringing in the people that he wants to work with him. So, at least from the leadership perspective, I would say these people are coming with the buy-in because they're hand chosen from him. So, you need the downline, but I also think that a very loud message was sent on Friday. I think there was a really loud message sent on Friday, and I think that message will resonate. What do you feel about the announcement that was made on Friday?
Yeah, I think that's there, right? You read my comment earlier, right? I think there are key people, or there are people that are very good at what they do, and then sometimes you push them up a little bit early, right? You want to use a sports analogy. You got a pitcher that's probably really good. You bring them up to the major leagues too early, and they're going to flounder there, and I think that can hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think in this case, Conor probably is good at what he did. I just think that when you brought him up into do with all the other stuff, that was not his wheelhouse. And I think that's okay sometimes to say, yep, this is not where I belong. I need to go back down to where I am and where I can be an expert at. And I think that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily getting rid or firing anybody. I mean, I see that the torches and pitchforks are out there.
Yeah.
But
they always are.
Mention, yeah, I mean, he did mention that, guess what? The game, when it was in its prime, if you will, or early on, he was right there along David E. doing his thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got confused.
He was right there with David E.
He was.
And they were putting out good work, right?
They were.
So I don't see why that would be any different now.
Yeah.
I think that's probably...
I agree, Cruzito. That's good insight.
Allow me to be the negative counter to Cruzito on that. Here's the one thing I'm looking for. Here's the one thing that I'm watching out for with Conor is that he hasn't forgotten. In all of the time that he spent as GM and all of the time that he spent protecting monetization and protecting the product at the sake of player trust, I'm hoping he doesn't forget what actually makes a great game. You know what I'm saying? And like that's my big thing. He's been in a different role for 3-4 years now. Does he remember how to do it like he did with David Eckelberry? And that is what I'm going to be looking for. I hope so, because I do think the man's a genius. And I've said that ever since the day that I first met him. I think he's very smart. But I've always said I didn't think he was...
counter?
Yeah, please.
So I think, to be honest, and I could be way off base here, I think that he was sitting in that GM position very much going, I don't want to be in this GM position. And he was focusing on the stuff that he wanted to do and he was working on. And I think by doing that, all the stuff that he needed to be doing as the GM was not being done necessarily because he was still focused on doing the stuff that he was an expert as. And I can't blame that, right? I think that's
true.
That is a fair point. Yeah, that's a very fair point.
Happens. That happens when you go outside of somebody's desire to do something at a job. It's like you promote somebody from a department into running the whole shop, right? And maybe that department they came from is still doing pretty good, but all of a sudden it's like, wow, why does the store not have toilet paper in it? Who didn't do the supply order? Why are there 35 light bulbs out when you walk through the front door? Mm-hmm. You just see all these things that just are falling through the cracks, left, right, and center.
Yep.
And that's very astute, Cruzito. Things like that do happen. So, you know, how does that relate to this? I don't know. I do love Conor's head for the game. He's an amazing person to talk to, and I know he was very successful, in that prior role. So I look forward to the future. I think this is going to be a huge help to the game by focusing him in on what he truly loves about it, and not expecting him to make sure the supply order is done and it's catering ordered, and have we hired that position for that other department, that, you know, all those other roles. I think it's going to be very good.
Vic says, yeah, I can relate, Cruzito. When my work assigns me to some dumb committee, I absolutely phone it in.
Boom.
So, I mean, listen, I wish him the absolute best. And again, yeah, I think it sends a loud message. Reassigning the GM is great motivation for the rest of the team. No one's job is safe. We've got a very clear directive here. Yeah, I think that you're right. So I hope that that is what we see, Cruzito. So thank you for coming up and chatting a little bit. I
good to talk to you, man.
Yeah.
And one last thing too, I think, right, even though some folks may see it as a demotion, I think by still keeping him on the team, even if you're moving into a different position, I think that also sends a message that, hey, look, you may not have done well at this job that we had you doing, but we're still wanting to keep you here because you are valuable to the company, and that's going to help us in the long run. Because it could have been an easy, quick, hey, you're fired, see you later, you're gone.
Yeah.
And that would have sent a shockwave. I think the fact that he said, hey, you're not doing good at the job that you were doing, we're going to put you back where you belong and where you did well, and we're going to keep you on.
And I think that
I agree.
I think that was a wise move. You know, I said that about Cam when he first came in. You know, step one of being a fixer is to evaluate everybody to find out what their strengths and weaknesses are. Would I personally have preferred this move a little sooner? Yeah, probably. But I mean, we got it, and it came. Cruzito, the action reaction is undeniable here. It came upon the failed launch of M94, which should have been the easiest launch of the entire year. It was literally a battle pass. Like, there was nothing, no feature, no mechanic, no loop, no ship, no building, no nothing. This should have been something we could have launched in our sleep, and yet it still somehow was botched up. I think the action reaction here is undeniable, right? I don't know how anybody could interpret that as a promotion or a positive thing. The timing should tell you, certainly, after a failed ARC launch of a battle pass, we're making staffing reassignments. I mean, the context there is clear as day to me, I think.
Yes, sir. I agree. Well, there you have it.
Cruzito, thanks for spending time with us, man. I appreciate that so much. You are awesome. Thank you, dude.
Yep. Thank you for having me. Much appreciated.
Appreciate you being here as always. And thank you for not bringing up Lorca. It's very nice.
No Lorca. And thank you for not making comments about why the CCs are promoting interviews. He's been fussing at me about that too. Why is it just you, DJs? Well, because I am an attractive-looking middle-aged fella. What can I say? Questions? Anybody else from the chat or anybody else would like to raise their hands and come up? Or right here, Tarpy, we call it because we are a little bit over time, but it's still shorter than normal. No, Vic, we're not going to fuss about the CCs. I shouldn't have even brought it up. Yes, Skippy, I said attractive.
Did you just get excited about going less time than normal?
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, what do you got going on with your day? What's so important that you have to leave right now?
I have to wake up and take Oliver to school at 6 o'clock in the morning, and honestly, he's got to be on the bus. He's got to be on the bus at 7:15. But I drive a half hour to get him to the bus stop.
To do what?
To get him to the bus stop. I got to drive, because that's how far out in the country I live. I got to drive 25 minutes, no lie, 25 minutes to get him to the bus stop. So I have to leave.
I'm going to send him a couple dumplings to play with and give him something to do for his
I have to leave my house at 6:45, which means I have to set the alarm at 6 o'clock. Okay? And that's what I've got to do. And he's going to end up being late.
Why don't you just homeschool him at that point? That's disgusting.
I got to go to work.
Just bring him to work. Bring him to work. Have him wash cars. Have him get into the detail shop. Learn a trade.
Oh,
he's 11.
That's fine. It's better than half the crap that they teach him now in school.
That's probably
I
true.
can't tell you how many emails I've had to send to juniors teachers, plural, even though he's in the
you
fourth
did
grade.
not have to walk in newspaper shoes to the bus stop 3 counties away. That was what I did.
I do have to walk uphill both ways in the snow in the winter.
With no shoes. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I get it. Seth says,
Yeah.
I was detailing cars at a Ford dealership at 11 years old. I
As
believe
he
you.
should be.
I believe you. All right, absolutely. You know what? Maybe I should make Oliver do that. Yeah, come on. Start.
Learn the value of $1 for a change.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, any other questions? I don't see any other call-ins. Tarpy, you got any final thoughts, comments? How did you like the interview? I thought I did.
I thought it was good.
Yeah? Cool.
I mean, yeah.
Has to go to bed, stalls for time, asking producers questions about how they like the interviews on their own channel.
Making
I was
sure
gonna say
that we wrap it up.
My last comment is not necessarily a show thing, but it's 20 minutes until your Maverick tasks reset.
I
Have
claim
we
on
made
mine.
any progress on getting the tokens to just be part of your weekly bundle?
No.
Or just
No.
be
Can't
part
be
of your
bothered.
level 40 building?
Listen, there's
'Cause that
other
would be great.
there's other low-hanging fruit that I'm focusing on right now, okay? Legit 1,000% all of my attention is on Forbidden Tech right now. I am going to
Number one, you got to start saying we, because I brought that up first 2 months ago, and you've just hijacked that from me, and I don't know how that even happened.
What? That was low-hanging fruit. That was low-hanging fruit that I put in my Now, by the way, it was a list.
Didn't I send that to you, Griffin?
Yeah, that was a list from like all over the place. But this is the one that I've got my teeth sunk into. I am gonna push. I'm gonna push. This is gonna be delivered, chat. This is gonna be delivered. You watch. Okay, for years.
Are you?
For years, you guys have been looking at this. We're going to deliver this right now. This is low-hanging fruit.
Did you
gonna
hear
get
Strider?
it done. I'm going to get it done. For you, Griffin.
Did you hear Strider?
No.
He said above average penetration is what you're going for.
That's...
And Alicia says...
That would be
honestly,
high-hanging fruit for DJs. High-hanging.
And Alicia says, honestly, I want Maverick keys on Monday more than I want Neelix and Kim. Sorry.
But now you know you can get Maverick keys on Monday because you got Neelix and Kim. And that's what everybody
look at all
forgets.
those Patreons.
Yeah, look at those Patreons. Let me say thank you to Super CBR. Joel, God, I can't read. It's so tiny. It is so freaking tiny. Let me move this screen over here.
What she said.
Strafe, Spock, 8472, Django, Iron Fisters, Easy Check, and Alicia.
Shannara,
Are you ready yet?
Griffin, McLovin, Yukai Nico, Pixelate, J-Babes, Dr. Link, Noxus Excipitor, Never Go Full Telly, Jagged, DJs got rated again. Admiral Inwalder of PvPTarget.com. Thank you, Gam Jr., Captain Q, Baminkus, K9 Tooth, Casey Jones, and Honey, Venium Scorpionus, Papa Smurf, Jenski, Smoke Mohawk, Archangel, Grog, Louis P, Ape 13, Hank, Red Susie, Living in Griffin's Head, Shady Pines, and Iron Chef. Thank you. Thank you guys. I'll appreciate
Thanks,
you very
Cruzito.
much. I do need to record it.
Or is that
would be
Fun Daddy?
It'd be the best
I
thing.
don't know.
It's got to be Fun Daddy. Tabby Moses says, what is the unanswered question of the day? What is it, Tabby Moses? Quick. Guys, get your name read out by going and visiting us on Patreon and helping us towards our bingos, ! Patreon, for you to go and sign up over there. We appreciate that. At the $10 level or more, you get your name on our recognized patron list right here on our closing screen. Tabby Moses says, here's my question. When you and Oliver run late and you miss the bus stop, do you get ahead of the bus at another stop, or you drive the boy to school? I have to drive him to school. Well, there are a couple of other stops. There's a loop, right? So if I'm super late and I've already missed the loop, I got to drive him to school.
Tavi Mosa, he starts at the end of the loop. Let's be real. You think he starts at the beginning of the loop?
Well,
come on.
He is close to the beginning of the loop, so there's still like 8 other houses. So if I'm really close and I just barely missed it, I'll go to the end of the loop and they'll pick him up there. But most of the time, I'm actually pretty late, and I just end up having to drive him to school. Thank you, guys, for being here in our live studio audience. Visit us online at UltimatDJz.com, where you can find links over to the YouTube channel and our link that is in our Discord. If you guys haven't found the Cameron Stewart interview, it's in our Discord. Go check that out and watch it. You can also find links over to the merch store and all kinds of other amazing fun things at UltimatDJz.com. Thank you guys so very much for listening to Talking Trek, a registered trademark and recorded in front of a live studio audience for distribution across podcast platforms everywhere. I am UltimatDJz.
Oh, I'm Griffin.
And for Tarpy, Matters, Karkin, Putz, and the rest of the gang, thank you guys also very much for listening to Talking Trek, Star Trek Fleet Command's official podcast. We'll be back with you tomorrow night, hanging out here in the lab, just kind of funsies, hanging a good time, and fun stuff. All right, guys. See ya. Good night. Bye! Stick around if you're in the live studio audience. We'll raid you over somewhere. All right, hang on. And I hit stop on the recorder. Fantastic. Look, we did it! Would you stop? Would you stop with that nasty sound? It's such a nasty sound. It's a terrible sound.
This is squishy.
I'm going to turn all of your alerts and elements back on for just a couple of minutes before we get ready to go. Thank you guys for the incredible generosity tonight. Unbelievable. We smashed our 250 subs. You guys got a bonus bingo square. What else did we do? We've got Cheer 111 for your TTS. Thank you. We got 50X Go Wheel. The only thing we didn't hit was the bonus stream with bits. That's amazing. That was the only thing we didn't hit tonight. So thank you guys so very much. Are we hanging out for 2 more hours? No, I got to go to bed.
Ew.
Thank you, I Conquer You. He said he liked the interview. It was thorough. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, DJ's definitely came very well prepared to that interview.
When am I submitting packs? Friday, to be honest with you. There are so many packs this month. I got to make sure I can afford it all.
Oh, wow.
We've given away almost $3,000. So, yeah, they
go.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, we had the $2,000 for the PPP contest. And then.
Well, you can't count that for this month. That was like 9 months ago.
No, we gave it away this month. So I got to do that. And then we've given away a couple $100 with like the Patreon thing, and then marbles and hype, and then tonight, and so we gave away $200 tonight. So anyway, I am turning them in on Friday, which means they won't be done until the beginning of week 3. Okay,
that's okay.
Yeah,
catch up and count.
So, yeah, that's what you're looking at there. Battle passes also go in on Friday. And listen, just because there's been so much more, I'll tell you right now, I've set the deadline for like all of the content creators, so the form doesn't go in. So no battle passes, no nothing. Everything is going to go in on the same day, and everything will get turned around within 3 to 5 days after that. So it will be week 3.
And if they're late, they're late.
If they're late, they're late. Okay, they get cut off. So Friday is the deadline. Actually, I take that back. I'm pretty sure I told them that Sunday was the deadline.
Oh, God. Here we go.
No, well, I told them Sunday because they might want to do weekend streams, right? They might want to do the weekend streams. So Sunday is technically the deadline, but I set the deadline for me for Friday. Because the weekend's
very subjective.
Yeah. So, but yeah, long story short is I want everything in the email box by Monday morning when they walk into the office. And I did not say Monday. Did I? No way. I did not. No, I didn't. No, I didn't say Monday.
What kind of dog and pony show is this?
I don't think I said Monday. Don't get out of my head, Seth. Get out of my head. All right. Who are we rating? Who are we rating tonight? Let's see who's online.
Well, you could always raid Bafty so you can insult her again.
Nope, don't need to do that anymore. I won that Lego race, so we can.
Oh, sure. Whoa, what? What Lego race do you think you won? Who are you kidding?
What?
Whatever. Whatever.
Amaranth is on. You guys want to?
How would number one? How do you even know that? Gross.
I follow her.
And number two,
dude,
why would
she's got a great conspiracy theory channel. Like this is so. First of all, there's the OnlyFans stuff, right? But on Twitch, she watches conspiracy theory videos. I'm so into that. All right, I think that's great.
I know.
Killer J says, I won't raid Amaranth. You think I won't?
I would not do it if only for your ego, because you won't even be acknowledged.
Killer J says, it's the conspiracy channel. It's the conspiracy channel.
Penguin's conspiracy channel will be much better. She's really getting excited. She tried her Batwoman costume on today.
Seth says, I won't do
Hot.
Okay, there you go, chat. There's the button. I have clicked the button to raid Amaranth. You guys go enjoy.
Oh.
You guys are going to go enjoy the conspiracy theories. What? Where did you go? Griffin! Do I need to actually cancel it? Fisty says I clicked leave. All right, I'm canceling. That is really funny. That's so funny. All right, here we go. We're going to go raid a Baldwin. That's where we're going to go. And you guys... Oh, you're back.
I see you come to your senses. Thank you.
DJ,
I'm just worried.
What is wrong with you?
I'm just worried that some people who might be lurking are just going to end up on Amaranth's channel, and they're not going to know why. All right.
That could lead to someone's divorce.
It could. I could
remember who said earlier, the wife who said, "What are you even watching and listening to?" Imagine they came back 2 hours later, and there's Amaranth's titties flopping around, looking at conspiracy theories video.
She's knitting plushies right now.
Mwah. You're the best.
Yeah, what's that code for? Never mind. Don't answer that.
Voltron says, I knew he wouldn't do it. Hey, we've got a brand.
That's messed up.
We got a brand to keep good here. She is a lot more tame.
Yeah,
exactly. It's just conspiracy theories. It's just conspiracy theories all the time.
If I don't open it, then later I can claim ignorance, right?
Yesterday she was talking about what Trump is actually building underneath the new helipad on the White House lawn.
Oh God!
I'm just saying, it's like it's a whole city. There's a city.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Just saying. All right.
Why don't you and she go move into that city and just never come back out then? That'd be great. Thanks.
Webster Sponge says, wait, there is actually good brand image after some of Killer's TTS. That's fair. That's a good point. All right. Let's go say,
I thought that I already heard the Forbidden Tech was already promised. They're increasing the percentage, so now we can slowly spend to 60. What is going on?
Who said that? I mean, maybe.
Well, Canada Onion, server 41. Did we hear some news about Forbidden Tech being monetized?
No. Listen, I don't know what they're going to do yet. My suggestion was...
Well, to be fair, that no matter what, you're going to have to spend to get to level 56, 57, 58.
Well, they're gone. See ya. Bye, everybody. I wonder how many people left and decided to stay here and finish this conversation. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, it was just not possible. It wasn't about the percentage. I just asked them to remove the 2%, the 2% requirement, the 10% requirement. So, I mean, it could be really bad. It could be really bad. I mean, you could have like a 0.5% chance at doing it. All right.
And they will all come and blame you for ruining Forbidden Tech.
No.
For everybody.
I just wanted to remove the 10% requirement. That's all I said.
It doesn't matter what your thought process was. It'll be your fault.
Fair. I'll own it. At least you'll be able to get there. Peace. Love you guys. Have a good night. We're out of here. Bye, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.